All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, seem basic. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. I need a big house with like 3 basements. Drop an M on the whip, think I'm speed racing. Don't know if it's the Transformer or the Green Ranger. My nigga Mac got the beat banging. Young nigga selling crack as a teenager. Had fiends playing baseball out here free basing. Had me showing off the rings like a Freemason. My mama gone, but I keep pacing. Trying to keep it all together like I need braces. Family calling when they need favors. When I was broke, they was acting like complete strangers. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the D sacred. You bust in, you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh.
Attention, all boxing fans. Have you ever been to a live fight event? Have you ever seen the leather fly live? Have you ever heard those punches in person? Well, we're trying to give you a chance to do just that. Here at the Angry White Man Boxing Podcast, we're raffling off a ringside seat to see Abdullah Mason, Scooter Davis, Shoo Carrington, and Tiger Johnson, all fighting on the same card in Cleveland on the 4th of July. There will most certainly be fireworks in Cleveland, and we're inviting you to the cookout. For a $10 raffle ticket and your chance to win a ringside seat to get to see all the action live, the event will be taking place at the Wolstein Center on the campus of Cleveland State University in Cleveland, Ohio. All entries will be taken in Cash App or PayPal at D1AWM. That's Cash App or PayPal at D1AWM. Leave your name on the notes. One entry for $10, 3 for $25, and you will be officially entered. We gave away a tank ticket. Now we're giving away future superstars Abdullah Mason and Scooter Davis. Tap in with your boys Friday night at 8 Eastern Standard Time, and thank you so much for listening.
Man, what's up with this meeting? Why are we here?
Greatness is a word people throw around like it means nothing. But to us, it means everything. It's the standard, and it only belongs to those who rise above expectation. You can't buy that shit. Greatness lives somewhere colder, and that destination is far. That road is long, that road is lonely, and the cost is real. If it was easy, shit, everybody be great. So I'm asking you, do you want it? Do you need it? Will you do what others won't so you become what others can't? Will you sacrifice everything to stand with the greats? Then remember this, greatness is never given. And the pursuit, well, the pursuit is all we have.
Man, what's up with this meeting? Why are we here?
Guys, I have brought you here today to propose my plan. I don't like to lose. This is my plan to prevent all of us from losing. Let's pretend we are brothers. We won't have to fight each other. I made a contract to make sure we all agree to not fight each other.
Each other. Yo, that's a good idea. Let's do it.
But Shakur, we are in the same division. What will we do if we're forced to fight? Listen, I will get all of the belts for us. You tell everyone you don't care about the belts. That way, no one can force us to fight, brother. But Shaka, what if I outgrow my division and I have to move up to yours? Listen, little Ray Ray, when I move up, you move up. And come train at my gym so that we will never fight. What about us, Shakur? We are both champions at 140. Gary, tell him you want to fight me last. When the time comes, I will move divisions, little bro. Shakur, what about when you move up? I don't want to fight you, bro. Richardson, sign to Zufa so that we won't fight. Before you sign, call me out so that it is not suspicious. Now sign the contract to be boxing brothers. Why they want me here so bad? We are not friends. Man, I'm going after all of y'all. There's no friends in boxing, clowns.
Abdullah, no, please.
I won't let these frauds ruin boxing. I'll go after all.
Eddie, I told him, like, yo, I said, I'll fight Conor. He said, absolutely not. I'm gonna just give you the short. I'm gonna just say that. He said, absolutely not. He said,
wow. Before he's mentioned you, he said, yeah, I would love to fight Boots.
I told Eddie to let me fight him.
Yeah. What's Eddie's response? Like, no, be honest. When Conor was still with Eddie Boots, and you asked to fight him, what was Eddie's response? I mean, look, Eddie don't give a damn now because he ain't with him. Eddie said he'd never work with Conor. So
yeah, Eddie, I told him, like, yo, I said, I'll fight Conor. He said, absolutely not. I'm gonna just give you the short. I'm gonna just say that. He said, absolutely not. He said,
wow.
But I was trying to get him though. But yeah. That's crazy that y'all said that.
What do you think of Conor as a fighter?
He good. I think he getting better.
Yeah,
I think he getting better.
His performance against Eubank.
I only seen a second one. What's the second? Yeah, the second one. I seen the second fight.
Yeah.
I didn't see his last fight.
Good morning, family. What it do, man. What's good, man? It's good Saturday morning, man. We here with it. Y'all know the vibes, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the hype button as well. Subscribe to the channel, man. If you're new to the channel, man, we here this morning. What's good with the family, man? Hey, last couple days, the show's been fire. Yesterday's show was fire yesterday, man. Definitely want to appreciate all the love and support on yesterday's show for sure, man. It was definitely a fire show for sure, man. Absolutely, man. So we looking to have another one today. You know what I'm saying? Which is big fight day today. Big fight day today with starting off early on in the morning. Going into the afternoon, you got Dave Allen versus Philip Hrgovic. The prelims for that fight card starts at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I got to check the ring walk time for Allen and Hrgovic. So I know they'll probably be later in the afternoon. So we'll definitely be making our final picks on that fight in particular for sure with Allen and Hrgovic for sure. And of course, man, the fight night, man, for Keyshawn Davis, man, and Nahir Albright, man. The rematches tonight, man, is going down, man, on the zone, top ranks, first event through the zone. And definitely intrigued to see what happens tonight, man. And we're gonna make our final picks for sure for that card as well, man, for sure. So definitely we was going over picks and stuff a lot yesterday on the show, especially with looking at the odds and everything and stuff. Had great dialogue yesterday, man. So definitely we're gonna do that again today for sure, man. Absolutely. And don't really have crazy news out there, you know what I'm saying, as far as the boxing culture right now in particular. Got a little bit, but we definitely gonna go over the stuff that we do have, of course, like we always do per usual, man. So salute to everyone in the building, man. Hope everyone is feeling good this morning, man, for sure. You know what I mean? I'm feeling great this morning, most definitely, man. You know what I mean? Slept good last night. Interesting conversations I've been seeing in the boxing space after my show yesterday, and looking at my brother D1 and William Old School show last night. Salute to them. They had a great show. Salute to 2 Cents for having a great show with Ladies Night last night, man. Definitely was a great show with the ladies last night, most definitely, man. And salute to Knockout yesterday too, man. Knockout had a fire show yesterday too, man. So salute to the family, man, putting in that work, man, for sure. Deem as well. My brother Deem had a fire show yesterday. You know what I mean? Another fire show from Deem too as well, man. So, salute to the family putting in that work, man. You know what I'm saying? And all we can do, man, is keep grinding, keep putting in that work. Hey, the real always prevail, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, if y'all ain't taking notice among the YouTube space within boxing right now in particular, right now, it's becoming to where like the real is separating from the fake a lot on YouTube right now, as far as in the boxing space. And you're seeing in 8K the fake guys, a lot of motherfuckers ain't fucking with a lot of the fake. You know what I'm saying? In particular. You know what I mean? A lot of people is exposing the fake, including myself. I've been one of the main people exposing the fake, and I'm going to continue to do that. You know what I mean? So it's definitely been interesting looking at, the boxing space on YouTube recently. You know what I mean? For sure. You know what I mean? Because it's definitely been some wild shit. You know what I mean? But it's all good, though. We good in our space, though, over here. You dig? So let's go ahead and salute to the family in the building, man, for sure. My brother, all things in the building, man. Y'all heard my brother, man. He said smash the like button, man. Smash the like button. Y'all know the vibes, man. I think we got the 70 likes last night. You know what I mean? So definitely let's push again to get to 70 again today, man, for sure, man. So salute to my brother, all things in the building. And make sure y'all hit the Cash App if y'all want to support the channel today, man. $ CamJNetwork. Still in the process of this appeal right now as far as my monetization for my super chats and my super thanks and everything. We working it out, but God is good. We gonna get this thing worked out, you know what I mean, in due time, you know what I'm saying, in this next week or two. So salute to my brother, all things in the building. My brother Opulent LDTV, man. Salute to my brother, man. And make sure y'all subscribe to Opulent LDTV as well, man. Salute to the family in the building, man, for sure. You heard, you know what I mean? And my brother Jay Will in the building, man. Salute to my brother, man. Good morning, man, for sure, man. Yeah, appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? I always try to add some little flair with the intros, you know what I mean? And let y'all come in here, man. I started extending the intros and started throwing little clips and stuff, going into the intros and stuff a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To set the foundation and set the tone for the show. You know what I mean? I think that's really important, you know what I'm saying, to do so nowadays, for real, to set a foundation, you know what I'm saying, going into the show, you know what I mean? Salute to my brother Opulent, man. No more sleepwalking in the building, man. Salute to my dog. No more sleepwalking in the building, man, for sure. My brother Lee Jackson in the building, man. What's good with my boy Lee Jack, man? What's goody, my boy? What's popping? My sister, sexy Kendra, in the building. Good morning, sister. Was good. Yes, you definitely came in at the right time today, sis, for sure. You came right into the brotherly love video. And salute to my brother JJ in the building, man, for sure, man. What's good with my boy JJ, man? Scotland in the building. Thrill Hill in the building. Seattle's finest in the building. Salute to my brother Thrill Hill, man. Was goody, my boy. My boy Joseph Bernia in the building, man. Salute to Joseph, man. What's good with you, man? How you feeling, brother? What's good, man? What's popping? What is popping, man? So, all right, man. We ain't gonna even hold it up. We gonna and matter of fact, let me do this too. I definitely want to do this. Happy birthday to my brother B Moore's finest, man. Baltimore's finest, D Lynch. I don't think he in the building yet, but definitely salute to B Moore's finest, man. My brother D Lynch, man. This David Lynch. This is his birthday, man. So salute to the guy, man, doing this thing, man, for sure. You already know the vibes, man. Salute to my brother D1 in the building, man. Salute to my brother, man, for sure. Amazing show last night, man. We was chilling. Brothers was cooking up, doing their thing. D1 and William Old School, man. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all tap in with the raffle too, man, for the July 4th fights, man. Angry White Man Boxing Podcast. They got a raffle going on for ringside tickets for the Abdullah fight. And I tell you right now, I looked at the tickets last night. These tickets are flying fast for this July 4th Abdullah fight. I want to let y'all know that right now. If y'all got intentions of going, hey, tap in with this raffle, man, with D1, man. You know what I'm saying? It's $10 a pop, man. You can hit them on the Cash App. You know what I mean? $10 a raffle. 3 for $25. You know what I mean? Get you in there. And I told y'all, by the way, he got 2 ringside tickets. So shit go well on the raffle shit. He may end up raffling off 2 of them. You know what I mean? So tap in with my brother D1, man, with the raffle, man, for Abdullah Mason versus Joe Cardina ringside tickets, man. Most definitely, man, for sure. Salute to the family, man, for sure. You know what I mean? And who else in the building? I see my brother Frontline in the building, man. What's good with you, Frontline, man? How you feeling, brother? What's good, bro? What's good, man? Definitely. He said Team Zion. Team Zion. Yeah, I'm already knowing. Yeah, man. Hey, it's no Xander slander tolerated over here on CamJNetwork, man. Just to let you know. We don't tolerate no Xander slander. Yeah, I mean, over here, Yiddy. Let me see who else. All right, that should be it right there. All right, man. So we ain't gonna hold it up. The crazy part, I'm surprised D Lynch ain't in the chat, because I just texted him and told him that the show going on. Because this man was sending me clips and shit this morning and shit, like early as fuck in the morning. I'm like, this man D Lynch must have been high as fuck or some shit. I'm like, the B-boy must be high, man. He's sending me these clips in the morning. He need to bring his ass in the chat. That's what the fuck he need to do. But salute to D Lynch, man. My brother B-more, man. It's his birthday, man. So happy birthday to my dog, man, for sure you did. So let's go ahead and get into some of this little brief, quick news that we have, man. And we're going to get into it for sure. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Let me see. Boom. Let's do this. All right, man. Josh Kelly, we talked about it the other day with Josh Kelly and Agyarko, and with this fight being the first title defense for Josh Kelly with the IBF at 154. Most likely this fight is going to land, from what we're hearing, on the Anthony Joshua versus Pringa card that's happening July 25th. So you got Anthony Joshua fighting the guy Pringa in the tune-up fight to get ready for Tyson Fury. That fight is happening July 25th. And with Josh Kelly, they're talking about placing that fight on his card, which makes sense. AJ, he's a matchroom guy. Josh Kelly, he's a matchroom guy. You know what I'm saying? Why not, put a fight like that on the card and try to help build that card for AJ in particular? I mean, so definitely not surprised by this. in particular for us, Josh Kelly fighting at Yarko on AJ's card, July 25th in particular. Interesting fight though for Josh Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Being his first title defense, and it's definitely gonna be real intriguing to see the build up for this fight with Josh Kelly right here in particular for his first title defense. So salute to Josh Kelly, another guy that Eddie Hearn is protecting from Boots in particular. Just to be real, he protected him. Yes, I know y'all seen the clip I played with Boots on Ring Champs right there when Boots, they asked him about Conor being it. Yeah, and Boots said Eddie told him absolutely not. He would not have that man Conor being fight and Boots in this. Same thing with Josh Kelly, man. Same exact thing. Same exact thing. For real. You know what I mean? That is. And salute to my brother Darius Warren in the building, man, for sure, man. And make sure y'all subscribe to my brother, man. He putting in that work on the basketball side, man. Most definitely, man. Let's get my brother to 100 subs immediately. So if y'all not subbed to a Darius Warren, y'all tapped in with basketball, tap in with my boy Darius Warren. Most definitely, man, for sure. You did. For sure. So salute to my guy. Salute to my boy Quadir in the building, man. What's popping, my boy Quadir, man? How you feeling, my brother, man? What's goody? What's goody, man? What's goody? So we just get into some of these quick hitters right there. So that was the first quick hitter we got right there. And let's go to this next one. All right. So we remember last week, man, Angelo Leo was supposed to fight Rais Aline last Saturday, which that fight ended up getting canceled because Rais Aline came in overweight in the fight, and the fight was done with Atlanta's commission out there, and they have something with the commission in particular to where fights dead, you come in way overweight and everything. So that happened last week for Angelo Leo, where he had to cancel fight with Aline, and now with Angelo Leo. Him being the IBF champion at 126, he's looking at unification fights now. And this is the energy that we want. This is the energy that we like right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been speaking about this in general right here for the guys at 126. We need to know that's a popping division right now. And we need to see these guys mix it up and start, unifying up, getting these unifications going, man. And reported from Salvador Rodriguez right here, man. He's reporting that, from sources saying that Angelo Leo, he has aspirations of unifying soon with, Rafael Espinosa, Shushu, which is the ironic thing about it. All three of these guys, Angelo Leo, Rafael Espinosa, and Shushu Carrington, all three of them are under Top Rank. So Top Rank has 3 champions at 126. It should be no reason. And I sat here and thought about this the other day to myself a couple days ago when I was sitting there thinking about this. I'm like, it should be no reason why we shouldn't be seeing no unifications from these guys at 126 from Top Rank. It really shouldn't be. Like, what's the hold up? Like, I'm really asking the question on it. Like, what's the hold up? I understand y'all getting Shushu in, getting him a title defense, get him a bag, and, get him a good look and everything, you know what I'm saying, for his first title defense out here July 4th as well, up there in Cleveland, versus Zerto Palacios. But we need to see these unifications soon, though. Rafael Espinosa, he's supposed to be back September 12th against Kenji Fajita or Lorenzo Parr. So you got that in play where he has a fight coming up, fighting one of the 1 or 2 at the WBO, for us the WBO sanctioned body. And then we got this going on with Angelo Leo. He's just had a fight canceled. So we definitely looking to see what's up with these unifications. You feel me? Like, what's going on? Salute to my brother B King in the building, man, and salute to my sister Quiqui, and make sure y'all subscribe to my sister Quiqui most definitely as well. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, definitely can't do this, man. With this non-unification, man. We need to see some unifications, man. So I mean, I want to say this now and be on record. I'll hope to see Top Rank make some unifications come soon with these guys. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm trying to think when last time Rafael Espinosa fought. I want to say he fought, I think it was in November last year. So he hasn't fought this year at all. And he's going to wait all the way till September 12th to fight. So that means you tell me that Rafael Espinosa basically going to fight one time this year. That's not good. I know, Shushu fought earlier this year in January. This is going to be his second fight in July. Angelo Leo, he fought earlier this year once already. You know what I mean? So, Angelo Leo and Shushu, they're active, but Rafael Espinosa's not that much active. He hasn't even fought this one time this year yet. His last fight was in the fourth quarter last year in 2025. So I think it's kind of nasty work that Rafael Espinosa looking like he only going to fight one time this year. You know what I mean? That's definitely nasty work for sure. So definitely, man. We're gonna stay close to this situation with Angelo Leo for sure. And definitely let's move to the next one that we got. So we talked about this one the other day too, briefly right here, which now they had the location for this fight now. William Zepeda, Lamont Roach, August 1st in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. So this fight with William Zepeda and Lamont Roach will be at the Mandalay Bay in Vegas, August 1st, man. Most definitely, man. So interesting right here. I think this is going to be, it look like they tag TNT Sports. This might be a TNT Sports fight along with Amazon in a sense. I mean, I believe this is going to be a free fight as well, too, from what I'm hearing. So, free fight right here with, these two guys with William Zepeda, Lamont Roach. And we'll definitely stay tuned to their fight as well. And go to the next quick hitter that we got. We kind of briefly talked about this yesterday. I know some of you guys probably don't like this in particular, but Alexander Usyk, all three titles, IBF, the WBC, and the WBA, all will be on the line next week in his fight against Rico Verhoeven, man, which originally it was first only the WBC, but no, the WBA and the IBF, those two sanctioning bodies has joined in far as sanctioning this fight as well, man. So you got three sanctioning bodies sanctioning this fight with Usyk and allowing the titles to be on the line against Rico Verhoeven, a guy that's only has one professional boxing fight. Of course, he's a guy that's a legend from, we all know, that's in kickboxing in particular, but you know what I'm saying? Kickboxing and boxing is two different things, man. This is a different field. And then on top of that, you're fighting Alexander Usyk, which Alexander Usyk is, literally the best heavyweight in the world. You know what I mean? Do I like the fight? I've been told y'all before, I don't like the fight. I understand the fight. I understand that Usyk is getting this fight in and he's getting to the bag and everything. I understand it, but I need to see Usyk, like I said before. I need to see him with some action, you know what I'm saying, coming up. I would love to see Usyk and Caviel get it cracking. I would love to see that fight. And hopefully he gets to that fight because Caviel, he literally, I just told D1 this shit last night. Caviel, and I told y'all this too. Caviel literally canceled the fight that he had planned for Germany and literally said that he's waiting for, after the fight with Usyk and Rico, to push his position for us the WBC. He like, yo, either he got to fight me or he got to vacate that WBC strap, man. So, that's what's going on with Caviel in particular. And then, of course, we just showed y'all yesterday for us with the WBO with Worley. Worley, he just activated his rematch clause for Daniel Dubois yesterday. So you got that in full effect right there as far as, the WBO title in particular at, the heavyweight division. So Worley, Dubois, possibly we're going to be seeing a rematch of this fight. Both teams are already starting to talk and get together for us to rematch in particular. But Usyk, yeah, man, right next is definitely going to be intriguing for Usyk. Like we need to see, some action with somebody else, man. With somebody with some substance. You know what I'm saying? Your next fight. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to see another layup. You know what I'm saying? Next, in particular, man. So salute to Alexander Usyk, man. The fight is next week, May 23rd, up in Egypt. This card is in Egypt. You got, I told you yesterday, Hamza Siraj versus Alan Bajic for the 168-pound WBO strap. You got Shakran Giasov versus Jack Catterall on the card. Frank Sanchez versus Richard Torres on the card. So going to be an interesting card for May 23rd for sure, man. Most definitely, man. So salute to them guys. And let's go to the next quick hitter that we got. Ooh, wee. Look at this news right here. So Mr. Ryan Garcia, man, on Twitter late night last night, man, he posted and said Monday, tune in, big announcement. So obviously Ryan Garcia is going to be on the Tonight Show on Jimmy Fallon Monday, and apparently he's saying that he has a big announcement coming Monday. So interesting. I want to get y'all opinion. What y'all think the big announcement is? Let me see what y'all think in the comments, man. What y'all think about the big announcement? What's possible for us, the big announcement for Ryan Garcia right here? I mean, we all know that, Ryan's been looking to fight Conor Benn. Conor Benn is number one in the WBC for us, the 147. But the man Conor Benn is over there at Zuffa. You had controversy with Oscar De La Hoya where he done said how the fuck Conor Benn is going to fight for the WBC strap if he's over there at Zuffa. So you got Oscar, already saying, shit, me and Dana, we can sit at the table and make the fight happen, but hey, it's up at the end of the day. It's all up to Turkey because Turkey is the one that's putting on this fight for Ryan Garcia for his Ring Magazine coming up later this year. So is it Rolly? That's another thing. You know what I mean? It was reports that, we talked about on the channel this past, month with Ryan Garcia tying back to Rolly Romero. And Ryan said if he don't fight Conor Benn, he definitely will fight fucking Rolly Romero too. So could it be Ryan versus Rolly? Is that back on the menu? You know what I mean? Most definitely. My brother Lee Jackson reading the room, most definitely, for sure. Yeah, Ryan versus Rolly. That was something that sources was talking about the last couple of weeks that, those guys are possibly locking back in, possibly. So, hey, definitely could be a possibility, man. Yeah, I would hope this announcement is a fight announcement. That's all I'm going to say. It better be a fight announcement. It better be now no branding deal. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You can do that on your socials and announce that shit. You better be announcing a fight on this motherfucking announcement that you're making on Jimmy Fallon, especially on that platform. Definitely do. That's all I'm going to say. It better not be no bullshit announcement. That boy JJ said, I think Rolly exposes them again. Damn, for real? Damn. That's crazy. Hey, I want to see it. I've been on record saying that I feel like if Ryan ain't fighting Devin, then he should be fighting Rolly. That's been my take on Ryan. But obviously, Devin is scared shitless to fight Ryan Garcia right now. So, obviously, the move for me would be him fighting Rolly since Devin don't want no smoke. We need to see that shit with him and Rolly for sure. I don't care for T.O. I don't like the T.O. fight. Yeah, Jay Will. I don't like the T.O. fight. T.O. need to get him a tune-up. He need to get him a tune-up at 147. You know what I'm saying? He need to get a tune-up first before he get a title shot. T.O. doesn't deserve a title shot at 147. You know what I'm saying? Out the gate, going up to 147. I just don't believe in that. He ain't that damn. We already know. T.O. ain't that damn good. Rolly, the boy B King said Rolly fight is not big enough for fat. Interesting perspective, BK. Interesting perspective. Now, hey, what if in the raps? What if it was Devin Haney in the raps though? Out of the blue, what if the big announcement was Devin Haney? Building them been a little quiet now the last couple of days since everybody exposing them about they lying and shit. Everybody said, I can't believe Haney robbed Lomachenko. I just watched that last night. Yeah, bruh. I done watched that fight a few times. I don't think it's Devin. I'll tell you that. I definitely will tell you that. I don't believe it's Devin. But we shall see, man. We're gonna tune in Monday, man, to see what's up with this big announcement from Ryan Garcia, man. Monday night, man, on Jimmy Fallon, man, for sure. And let's go ahead and get into it right here, man. All right. So yesterday, I wanted to talk about this fight. All right, yesterday, fight between Karen Trukadazi and Patty Donovan yesterday, the IBF 147-pound title eliminator. The winner of the fight basically gets the opportunity to be the mandatory and fight the winner of Lewis Crocker and Leon Pyro that's happening June 24th. And Patty Donovan got the win yesterday, man. Patty Donovan got the win, won by majority decision. And it was, I gotta say this about this fight. Let me talk about this fight because we actually watched the fucking fight. Now let me get a little bit, turn me up a little bit, you feel me? We actually watched this fight. Some of you guys that's been talking and shit, some of you guys didn't even fucking watch the fucking fight. Some of you guys, like I always call you guys, fucking highlight watchers. And that's why I really don't care for a lot of you highlight watcher opinions. Because if you didn't watch the fucking fight, then you have no fucking say-so in the fucking debate or whatever fucking you want to call it. You have no say-so if you didn't watch the fight. That's where I'm going to say that and start off right here for us the conversation, for us this fight in particular. And for two, Boo Sanders doesn't have anything to do with Karen Trukadazi and losing to Patty Donovan. Boo Sanders wasn't in the ring for Karen yesterday. Karen was in the ring for Karen. And then for three, CamJNetwork in particular, myself, I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for other people. But me speaking for myself, CamJNetwork didn't gas no daggone Karen Trukadazi and as this big world beater that's, you know, smoking everybody at 147. Other people has. Eat crow. How about you eat cock for 5 minutes? Yes, we predicted Karen to win yesterday for us winning by decision. But if y'all actually watched this fight, if y'all actually watched the fight, this fight was an ugly ass fight. It wasn't a good fight from either guy. Wasn't a good fight. And even if you looked at the fucking fight, you will see within the fight that Karen was winning majority of the rounds. Yes, Patty Donovan got 2 knockdowns in the fight. The first knockdown was official. The second knockdown was bullshit. It was more a push down, in my opinion. And either knockdown didn't hurt Karen at all. Yesterday, Karen, his problem was he was stepping forward to Patty Donovan and everything, but he wasn't letting his fucking hands fly. That was his issue. He started letting his hands fly later on in the fight because he knew, like, yeah, I got these 2 knockdowns. Yeah, I'm going to definitely have to turn up a little bit. But he didn't turn it all the way up in this fight. So the blame is on Karen Trukadazi. You know what I mean? While all of y'all, guys that's trying to, go crazy on Karen, all due to Boots Ennis because he fought Boots Ennis. Doesn't have anything. Him losing to Patty Donovan has nothing to do with Boots Ennis. That's just the fact of the matter. You know what I mean? So I don't know why y'all be trying to do these little weird narratives and stuff like that. They're like, oh, Karen lost to Patty Donovan yesterday. Oh, Boots Ennis must not be good now. Like, where do y'all come up with this shit? Like, literally, I be wondering, where do y'all come up with this shit? Did y'all hear Boots Ennis? Boots Ennis literally spoke in recent interviews and said that he wasn't interested in fighting Karen in the second fight. Doesn't fucking negate the fact that regardless if you're not interested, you got to go out there to handle business. Just like Keyshawn Davis tonight saying that he ain't interested in Nahir Albright fight for real. He didn't want to fight Nahir Albright. He wanted a better opponent. But the fact remains that regardless, if you don't fucking feel like fighting that guy, you got to go out there and handle business. Which in both fights with Boots Ennis, he won both fights easily with Karen. Wasn't no close fights. Like, y'all motherfuckers make this shit with Karen like it was close fights. The only reason why y'all make it a big deal because of Boots didn't stop Karen. Like, and this is what I say is like, y'all expectations for fighters like Boots Ennis is high as fuck. Y'all don't have these same expectations for y'all own favorite fighters. That's the fucked up part about it. We can talk about it if y'all really want to have a conversation. Like, y'all know I'm really him. Like, I'm really one of them niggas, bro. Like, y'all really want to have a real conversation? The real conversation is, you motherfucking Boots Ennis has way more high expectations on his career than y'all fucking favorite fighters. That's the real conversation right there. Y'all don't have the same high expectations for a Boots Ennis that y'all do for Devin Haney or these other guys. And y'all sit there and be on y'all knees dick riding these dudes. But don't have the same high expectations that y'all do for other fighters that y'all want to hate on. That's the difference right there with that shit between me and y'all. Like, we are really fans of the sport. Fans of the sport. While y'all niggas are fans of fighters. Y'all dick ride fighters every day, man. Every day. And we call it out every day. And that's why y'all got to understand me. I'm from Cincinnati, bro. And I want to let y'all know this. Like, and me and J-Man was talking about this last night when I was in the chat with Two Cents last night, man. You know what I mean? Us from Cincinnati, we have like we get fulfillment out of playing dudes like peons, like playing dudes cock. Like, I get fulfillment out of playing some of you dudes cock out here every day on YouTube. Real shit. I love playing you guys cock. Because y'all deserve to get played cock because y'all some straight suckers for real. Straight suckers. Big suckers for real. You feel me? So I get fulfillment out of playing you guys cock on a daily basis on YouTube because y'all niggas is real life peons for real and real life for real. Like, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let that be known. You know what I mean?
I don't know if ain't nobody told you, bro, you feel me? But I feel like I gotta be the one to tell you, family member. You know, it's been going on for a while, bro, and motherfuckers tired of this shit. I'ma tell you though, family, I ain't the one that give a fuck. You hear me? I ain't gonna lie, family. You might be the biggest dick rider ever, family. You a real professional dick rider, feel like you need to go to the Olympics, cuz. You be riding the fuck out that bike, man. Get off that motherfucker, man. It ain't getting you no money, cuz. Stop dick riding, family member. Go get your own motion, your own shit, man. Go to the Olympics.
Yeah, man. Too much dick riding out here, bro. Real shit. Zach B was good with you, man. My boy Zach B, man. Salute to my brother, man. Salute to Zach B, man. Yeah, Jay Will, as a Charles, man. You know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like, bro, and we've been killing. And the crazy part, bro, we've been killing. It's been a lot of you niggas been a lot emotional lately, bro. Y'all be too emotional and y'all too infatuated with these fighters, bro. That's the problem. Like, we got guys like Radio Hacker that every day want to come on a panel and want to dick ride for free. No, you're not about to come on my shit and dick ride for free. Nigga, you need to pay some money to come on this motherfucker now. That's how this shit is going to go. You want to come on CamJNetwork to dick ride, you need to pay CamJNetwork for you to come on CamJNetwork to dick ride. Other than that, we're not allowing none of you niggas to come on here and dick ride for free, bro. Like, that's just the fucking fact of the matter, bro. And salute to my boy Isaiah, man. He said the narratives they saying that Boost isn't that good because Karen lost is crazy now. Boost not that good, huh? I can't wait till Boost beats up Xander, but a lot of fake motherfuckers picking Xander now. Hey, like I told motherfuckers last night, hey, pick Xander. Please do. Please do. Please do. Don't get it twisted. I fuck with Xander. I think Xander's gonna come out and have a great fight with Boots. Don't get it twisted. That's my 100% belief. But at the same time, pick Xander because y'all saw a Patty beat Karen yesterday. If that's what y'all going with, go ahead and beat fucking Radio and do so. You know what I mean? Bro, literally, I wanted to say this too, because my sister brought this to my attention yesterday, man. Hey, Sauce, to salute to my brother. Hey, man, talk about it, bro. How you dick ride this early in the morning. Good Lord. Like, good Lord. Like this is my thing. My sister hit me up yesterday, right? And she hit me up and she told me about this cat, and I'm gonna name drop him because I don't give a fuck. He told me about this guy named Bruce Vane out here that's on YouTube. This guy named Bruce Vane, where I guess he was having a conversation on his platform, and he was saying that Bruce Ennis ducked Blair fucking Cobbs, bro. Blair fucking Cobbs, bro. Like, literally, the dude Bruce Vane on his platform said that Bruce Ennis ducked Blair Cobbs, bro. This is the type of narratives niggas be trying to push out here, bro. This is why we talk about this shit on CamJNetwork, bro. This is the type of shit we talking about, bro. Like, niggas real live, they Boost Ennis duck Blair fucking Cobbs. Are you shitting me? Blair Cobbs hasn't even fought since 2024, bro. He ain't even fought since he fought AB. That motherfucker, I'm surprised he ain't at Zuffa. Oh, my bad. Blair Cobbs must be under that Don King contract. Oops, did I say that? Oh, I forgot about. Oh, another guy that's under Don King, Noel McKellen. I mentioned him yesterday with Ja Obertal, right? For us, no, Ja Obertal agreeing to terms with Noel McKellen, but they're trying to see if they're going to finalize the fight because Noel McKellen is a Don King fighter. Yeah, shit like that. Got 2 games was good, my boy. Salute. Big Dog Willie was good, bro. Yeah, man. Like, let's talk about it. Like, let's have a real conversation. Motherfuckers really saying that Boost ducked Blair Cobbs out here, bro. This is the stupid shit that y'all niggas be saying, bro. And I literally sit back, smoke my weed, and be laughing at you niggas, bro. Laughing at how fucking retarded and how remedial you guys can be. Y'all just out here pushing any type of narratives out here now. Y'all doing anything. This is why nobody cares about y'all opinions. This is exactly why. Nobody cares about y'all fucking opinions. because y'all say stupid shit like that. Like you got Radio Hacker literally out here pushing Boost, ducking fucking Devin Haney, him and Flyer from fucking Philly. like damn, y'all dick ride a whole nother grown man, and you from Philly. Like, come on. Like, we gotta make this make sense, bro. Like, real shit. Like, the logic, the whole. If I did a poll right now and said who will win between Boots Ennis and Devin Haney, of course, everybody would probably say Boots Ennis. Nasty word. Real nasty word. Too many emotional boxing fans out here, bro, for their favorite fighter. Too many of them. Look at Dank Father that popped up out of the blue. What's good with you, Dank, man? Yeah, man. So, let's get to it, man. Of course, we got fight night today. Today, man. And we got several content that I wanted to go over a little bit before we open up the panel, man. So let me pull this up. The first one I want to pull up is Bob Arum. Bob Arum, he had an interesting interview. A 4-minute interview I seen for him that was interesting, man. Yeah, so I definitely want to show this out the gate first real quick, man. Let me pull it up. Share the Grizzy.
Well, that was inexcusable because you missed weight by 5 pounds. Now here, he's missed weight by.
Let's do that up real quick.
Well, that was inexcusable because he missed weight by 5 pounds. Now here, he's missed weight by 0.1, which he'll take off and come in under 140 or under. But yeah, he's going to have trouble as he goes forward at 140.
Yeah. You know, talking about this whole DAZN.
So you already got Bob Arum. Of course, yesterday, man, we was talking about it with Keyshawn Davis. Missed weight twice. You know what I'm saying? He was only 0.2, 0.1 off, but it took him 3 tries to make weight. He ended up making weight on the 3rd try yesterday. And Bob Arum right there, basically, let it be known like he's going to have trouble making 140. He might need to make his move up to 147, this is the thing, like, about that shit, about the Keyshawn shit, bro, with the weight. Y'all got to read the context for as Keyshawn Davis in the recent, little clips and, interviews that he's been in leading up to this fight. Even before the Nahir fight actually got booked, when he was just going around calling people out, any and everybody out there, he was talking about going up to 147. He was talking about his next fight was going to be at 147. But when they locked this fight in with Nahir, of course, he's fighting at 140. We already mentioned that Nahir came in overweight, 2.5 pounds in the fight with Frank Martin, but the fight still, went on. You know what I mean? And, he ended up having a draw with Frank Martin. They made this fight at 140, which is, I said this when I was curious from the beginning. What was it like? Why not make this fight at 147? Nahir, he had trouble making weight at 140 in his last fight. Man, Keyshawn's talking about he wants to fight at 147. I think that'd be cool for both guys. But these guys decided to make this fight at 140. Now, Nahir, professional, he made the weight. He came in at 139 yesterday. Keyshawn came in, 0.2 over. But at the same time, it's nasty work, bro. It's nasty work from him because, yes, you a little bit off, but you've been professional, bro. You supposed to be the businessman. You already then fucked up with the fans already in Virginia already to where the ticket sales isn't looking that great as, a lot of people expected. And, looking at you right now, bro, you have to, right your wrong, make good with, with your peoples, far as your performance and everything, far as this fight in general tonight. And, this was, very significant, man, for him. I mean, that's why I said, he need to throw the businessman chain away. He need to throw that chain away. This is not, he's not doing good business. You know what I mean? After this fight, take your ass up to 147, bro. Take your ass to 147. You can't fight at 140, bro. You know what I mean? That's just the fucking fact of the matter.
Deal. What made you guys make that decision?
Mr. Asteristic, man, salute. My boy was good. Gil Cole's in the building, man. Salute, man. Was good, bro. Was good.
To come over to Zone and make
because the Zone is going to become to sports what ESPN was. They have the willingness to spend a lot of money to get involved in all sorts.
Bruce Gas in the building. Salute to my brother Bruce Gas, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Bruce Gas if y'all not subscribed to Bruce Gas, man. For sure, man. That's family.
Sorts of sports, but particularly boxing. So they will be the future of sports on television.
You're off.
Now the man Bob Earl, he said he believes the Zone is going to be like ESPN, that they're going to be the future of sports. I think Bob was smoking some gas when he said that shit. I don't see that. The Zone is not moving like no ESPN. Now, as far as boxing, yeah, you can say future as far as boxing. You know what I mean? As far as they're doing that. They got they got 4 major staples on, as far as on the Zone. But as far as like ESPN, like the Zone being big like ESPN, I don't see that.
So that collaboration with TNT out in Cleveland, I mean, it's a great card. You got guys like Scooter Davis, Tiger Johnson, Shushu, and of course Abdullah. What does that monumental collaboration do to the sport of boxing? What made you go with the TNT?
Well, the Zone is still a small platform as far as number of subscribers, at least in the United States. So
right there, and that's the reason why they won't fuck with ESPN right there. They got small subscribers in the US. So how do you expect them to be that? I mean, it's a futuristic thought, as far as Bob Brown saying that in particular. But like, I don't see the Zone being like no ESPN. I don't see that happen.
To align with TNT, with Turner, makes a lot of sense because they have a lot more subscribers on their platform, which is over the air, and the Zone, of course, is streaming.
You know what, Abdullah's ceiling, I mean, he's the youngest world champion right now.
Cornelius Burning in the building, Dayton's finest, man. Salute to my brother, man. Salute, brother.
And with that, I know that he's going to have a very competitive opponent, Joe Cordina. What is the ceiling of Abdullah Mason, and what do you see him in the next 10 years?
Well, Abdullah's a lovely young kid, great family. His father is terrific. So he has all the great attributes to become a superstar.
Yeah. I heard Bob Brown, man. He talked about that boy Abdullah Mason, man. July 4th, Joe Cordina in the building, Cleveland, Ohio, man, at Cleveland State University. He said that, man, Abdullah Mason got all the attributes to be a superstar. Some of you guys out there that hating on Abdullah Mason as well, already trying to pick apart his resume and who he fought and his fights, etc. and shit, starting to hate on him like I do with Boots and David Benavidez. Hey.
Also signed Scooter Davis. What do you think about him as a fighter?
Now, this fucked me up right here, y'all.
The kid from DC.
Derek Scooter Davis. Yeah, Derek Scooter Davis.
Lord Jesus.
Scooter Davis. Derek Scooter from Headbangers, Barry's fighter.
Bob.
Scooter Davis. He's still fighting on the G.
I really don't know.
Okay. All right.
Damn, nope. Bob. Damn, Bob Earl don't know Scooter. Damn. Damn. Salute, Dave, man. Salute, bro. Salute, bro. For sure, man. Much blessings to you too, bro. You already know the vibes, man. Damn, Bob Earl don't know Scooter Davis. Damn. That's nasty work, Bob. That's nasty work, Bob. We got to run that one back, man. That's nasty work, Bob. You should know who Scooter is, Bob. Damn, Bob.
From Headbangers, Barry's fighter, Barry Hunter.
Barry Hunter, Scooter Davis.
He's still fighting on the G.
I really don't know.
Okay, all right. No worries. And last one before I let you go. Lomachenko has been put out that.
We gotta hey, come on, Top Rank, man. Y'all gotta tap Bob in with Scooter, man. That's fucked up now. That's fucked up. Top Rank, Carl Moretti, Brad Goodman. Somebody gotta tap Bob in with Scooter Davis, man. Let them know that y'all got a fucking world champion on the horizon and Scooter Davis on Top Rank, man. Let him know, man. He need to know about Scooter Davis, man. There should be no fucking reason why Bob Earl don't know who the fuck Scooter Davis is, and he is the man from Top Rank, man. There should be no reason. This is unacceptable right here. That's unacceptable. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, family. I'm just saying. I know he old and everything. I know Bobby smoking his little weed and everything, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing, you feel me? But he should know who Scooter Davis is. I'm sorry. Sorry, but not sorry, y'all. He should know who Scooter Davis is. I think it's nasty that Bob Brown don't know who Scooter Davis is. I think it's nasty. I'm sorry. Savage Bo, salute, my boy. What's good, my boy? What's good? Jay Will said, give him a break, Cam J. He probably no, Jay Will. I can't let him slide. I know Jay Will be smoking his. I know Bob smokes his little weed and everything. No, Bob look like he smoked the indica. Like Bob don't smoke no sativa. Bob smoking indica. He be getting high than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So he probably forgot right now, man. You know what I'm saying? He probably forgot. He probably didn't remember at the moment. We're gonna take that in on Bob. I ain't gonna go too in on him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he smoked some indica, he high as hell. He just can't remember Scooter Davis at the moment. Maybe that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Bob Aaron smoked indica. He ain't smoking no sativa. He's smoking some indica. You know what I mean? Aircraft was good, my boy. He said, stall about King Bob like 97. Yeah, Bruce Gass said Bob said he loves edibles. Hey, I believe it. I remember seeing Bob in the interview that he did with Najee from Cigar Talk, where he was talking about he smoked weed and everything. You know what I mean? So yeah, Bob smoking that good. He probably smoking that good shit, man. JJ said Bob only vibes the techno school. Hey man, Bob smoking that. He's smoking that indica right here. He talking about Lomachenko right here in this one right here.
Or there's some news that he's going to be coming out of retirement. What's your overall thoughts? Do you think that's
Well, again, I don't know what his financial situation is. He earned a lot of money with us, but he lives in the Ukraine, and there's a lot of problems there. And maybe he needs money, or maybe he's just anxious to get out of the house. But Loma represents the best of what boxing has to offer. So I wish him the best, because he was a great warrior for us, and he really epitomizes the best in boxing.
Would you say at this age he's able to compete with Shakur, the Keyshawns, the Abdullahs, the Raymond Muay Thais? I mean, all these guys very firsthand. I mean, you promoted them to the top level. Is this kind of a little too steep, or is that discounting how great Lomachenko is?
Well, I don't know if anything, Lomachenko has lost with a 2-year retirement. So for me to hypothesize how he would do with all these younger guys would be wrong. We'll just have to see.
All right. Well, look, I appreciate
Y'all heard what he said, man? He said Bob Brown says he think the 2 years off from Lomachenko will play effect with him fighting the younger fighters at 135. That's an interesting perspective right there from Bob right there. I thought Bob, he be smoking this shit, but he know his boy Lomachenko. You know, that's his son damn near. He love him some Lomachenko, man. So let me go to something real quick. Something I want to try to tap into real quick. With Carl Moretti, real quick from Top Rank, real quick. So let me pull that up through Fight Hype real quick. Salute to Fight Hype. You know what I mean? Let me go to the vids. Go to the vids right here. Yeah, that boy, that boy wildin'. Motherfucking Jake Paul talk about offering $200 million to Canelo to fight. That's insane.
Let's address the other thing. You missed weight again. 0.1. Only 0.1. It's not as bad as last time. So I mean, is it a thing where it's just? I mean, we know he's a businessman. We know he's fresh in the ring. So why do you think he keep this weight?
You know, I can't answer that because it's not me. I mean, obviously, shouldn't be talking about weight. So I don't know. You know, maybe it was the travel back. It could be anything. You know, how he doesn't really blow up in between fights, but you know, maybe 47 is closer than we thought. You know, but it is 0.1. You know, so you'd like to think that, you know, it's just 0.1 and he had a different type of camp or something like that. I don't know enough about it to pin a specific reason why it was that. But you see nowadays what 0.1, you know, combined with the last time. But, you know, he made it in New York.
Hey, Eric said, you agree with Bob? Hey, yeah, bro, that 2 years, man, that might take a toll on Loma coming back fighting against some of the younger fighters for sure. I definitely agree with Bob, man, in that sense.
Middle of the winter with no problem. So we're really going to confuse things now. So I really don't understand it.
From a planning perspective, would you rather have him longer at 140 as opposed to at 147?
It's a good question. It really, that should be dictated by how he feels trying to make the weight. You know, there's two general rules. You should only move up in weight when there's nobody left to fight in that weight class, or you can't make it weight. Now, there's still good names and titles at 140. So the question is, can you still make 140? You know, but we know eventually he's going to be 147. Is there an opportunity to fight at 147? Nobody knows that yet.
What are you hoping to see from Brian Norman Jr. tomorrow night?
Well, the first thing I'm hoping to see is he makes the weight when he comes back. The second thing is just some patience, really. You know, he's in with a game opponent that I think is going to give him rounds. I just want to see him, you know, I hope he doesn't rush across the ring and try and knock the guy out. He's got natural power. So just let the knockout come, if it comes at all. But I just want to see him get in the ring and box. And if it comes early, it comes early, but just win the fight. If it goes the distance, it goes the distance.
What did you take out of him?
Yeah, man. Like, I know, me and D1, we was going back and forth last night about Brian Norman Jr. and Josh Wagner in particular, man. And I'm watching footage on Josh Wagner, and I'm looking at his resume and everything. I'm like, I just don't see it. I don't see it with him having an upset with Brian Norman Jr. You know what I'm saying? Unless Brian Norman Jr. just totally 100% off for this fight, I just don't see it, man. Like, and you know, yes, he is the taller fighter in particular in the fight. Yes, he's when this is a step up in competition for Josh Wagner in particular. When he has stepped up in competition, Josh Wagner has failed. He's lost in those 2 fights and stepped up. The Harlem Eubank fight that he lost, like that was his last fight. He just lost to Harlem Eubank this past year. You know what I mean? And he lost by unanimous decision, and it wasn't a good fight. Like, and Harlem Eubank is definitely not better than Brian Norman Jr. in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Performance against Devin Haney.
Like, I don't see I understand people looking at some of the, the times when, Brian Norman got touched up. They looking at the Devin Haney fight, looking at, possibly thinking that his confidence is shot. We're going to see tonight. But I don't think, I think Brian Norman can be like 80% and beat this guy, Josh Wagner, in my opinion. Josh Wagner, he just another guy that gets stepped on. Like, you know what I'm saying? You hear Carl Moretti talking about it. He basically telling he should get the knockout. He shouldn't go for it early if it presents itself. Go for it. But he just want to see him, dominate and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is pretty much that's what you want to see. You want to see him dominate, whether he gets the knockout or not. I believe fucking Brian Norman's gonna get the stoppage over this guy Wagner tonight. That's just my personal opinion. Like, Wagner's not that skilled and herky jerky and shit enough to to be moving around and shit like he's a real skillful boxer and shit out there, bro. Like, that's just my personal opinion. Me watching, dude. Mike M was good, bro. Was popping. So yeah. You know what I mean? This is a fight that Brian Norman's supposed to step in right here. You feel me? He's supposed to step.
That was I think if you really want to dissect it, the knockout win over Jin Sasaki, set the world on fire. It was the knockout of the year, and it should have been, and everything like that. Devin Haney coming off of what happened with Brian Garcia, there was probably no better time to fight Devin Haney than next, and we had next. But Haney's a pro, and he did what he had to, and just all that experience and everything like that proved to be the difference. And Brian never really had a fight like that, and Haney, once you give Haney momentum, he just had to hang on to it and get into that jab right hand, hold them, turn them, that type of thing. And that, if you've never faced that before, that's not easy to deal with. So the learning experience, and he learns something from it, then it's a worthwhile loss.
Going from his father as trainer to Ronnie Shields, what do you think that will add to his abilities to grow and develop?
Well, I think, anytime a fighter loses and they change trainers, it's an immediate reaction. I think going to Ronnie, can help. He might be telling him the same thing his dad was, but when you hear it from a different voice, maybe it hits home a little bit more. It's a different training camp. It's different this. So maybe that, you're not really changing a lot, just adjusting here and there. Ronnie's been around forever. So, hopefully that proves to be a better thing moving forward.
From the top rank.
Yeah, man, I'm really interested to see how Brian Norman works with Ronnie Shields tonight. I am interested to see how they deal with each other in the corner and everything, and what we see new from Ronnie Shields into Brian Norman Jr. tonight.
Perspective, you're back here promoting in Norfolk again. I've seen you all over the years promoting more and more in fighters' hometowns, building audiences as opposed to just Vegas or other things. What is, from a business angle, the hope for what you're doing here and in other parts of the country?
Well, the first thing I think you have to understand is the casino business isn't the casino business anymore. So when everybody would run to a casino, it's because you were getting a site fee, rooms and food, transportation, and it was a no-brainer financially to do it. Those deals don't exist anymore from casinos. So you only go to a casino if you want to go to a casino and it makes sense for a fight to be in Vegas or someplace else. So going into the hometown, you kind of have the same expenses that you do in any other casino. You're not getting anything for free. But I think it helps from a television point of view, because you got people that are there to see who's ever on the card as opposed to go gamble afterwards. So there's a natural reaction to the crowd, and it looks better and everything like that. Now, doesn't mean you're going to sell a lot of tickets too, because you're dealing with so much entertainment and so many different things that sometimes kids don't really have they're not known in their hometown that much because there's not a newspaper really writing about them. So it's a little bit different then. But, going to hometowns, we'll be in Cleveland July 4th, which will be great, and it's actually doing well.
Yeah, man. I told you, the tickets in Cleveland is going fast, man. If y'all going to the fights, tap in, man. Tickets is definitely going fast, man, for sure. Definitely. And my boy D1 got the raffle, man, for 2 ringside joints, man. Well, he got 1, but he may be raffling off 2, you know what I'm saying? So tap in with my brother D1 on the raffle for sure, man, for the ringside tickets for Mason versus Cordina.
At the gate so far. So we're looking
Jay Will said Jeff Ross cooking.
forward to that, but I think going into any hometown for any fighter is an advantage.
You were talking about Cleveland with Abdullah Mason, one of your lightweights. I want to ask you about one of your recent lightweights, Vasily Lomachenko, announcing his comeback and also arguing that he's free from Top Rank. Is he a free agent from Top Rank's perspective?
I'm not allowed to comment on the legal aspect of it. I'm a little surprised that he came back, but nowadays everybody's coming back, and I think everybody sees some type of financial windfall out there hoping to get it. I just hope that whoever he fights and whenever he fights, it's the right fight and doesn't diminish what he accomplished, pre-retirement.
Go ahead.
And with that,
Hey, them boys don't like Lomachenko coming back and announcing that he a free agent. Top Rank don't really like that shit, for real, for real. They trying to keep that cool about it, but they don't like that shit, for real.
that same card from July 4th, you got some great fighters for them. Based on well, one of my favorites, Derek Scooter Davis, is fighting Car, man. Seeing that. What do you have to say about Scooter?
I mean, you know what? In the office and out of the office, we got that he's next. He's the next guy.
Yeah.
I think to carry a flag for us because of who he is. His team around him is just, his parents are terrific. His coach, Barry Hunter and Boogie, we've known.
Y'all hear that boy talking about Scooter, talking about he the next one. Y'all hear him? Now, Carl Moretti. Hey, Carl, tap Bob in with Scooter, man. Y'all need to tap him in, man. There's no reason why you shouldn't be tapping Bob in with Scooter Davis, Carl Moretti.
Forever, and he's got the right conditions around him to be successful.
Oh yeah, Jay Will, he gave it to you. He almost gave it to you. He almost gave it to you on the slick side, you know what I'm saying? But they kept it professional.
Successful, and he wants it, and enjoy working with him so much. Just tell me who I'm fighting, when I'm fighting, and where it is, and he just shows up, and it's just, he's a throwback, and it's just great to work with him.
Why were you surprised, back to Lomachenko, why were you surprised that he came back?
Sometimes you just believe that when guys retire, he's definitely done, he's had enough. And I thought that Loma was kind of burnt out. He just won the title. He was boxing since he was 7 years old, maybe, or something like that. So who wants to do this? But, I just thought that he would be a guy that would want to come back eventually. But there must not be any other challenges out there for him or something like that. And, he has every right to come back.
Well, with him coming back, he's still long with the tooth when it comes to boxing. Who would we say he would come back against? Who would fight for him at this point?
I don't. What weight is he coming back at? Is he at 130, 135, 140? There's a ton of guys at all those weight classes. So depending on what weight he comes back, I guess, and does he want to tune up? I don't know. I don't know those things, so I can't. Him and Tank, him and Shakur. I'd be shocked if he fought at 140 because I don't. 30.
Kurt Hurd was good, bro. Yeah, most definitely, man. The prelims start at 11 a.m. Eastern time for us. The prelims for Allen and Hrgovic.
He really was never a 35-pounder. He was a 26-pounder who moved to 130, and then he ran out of opponents, and then he just moved up to 35. So I'd be shocked if he came above 135, but I'm not privy to what those conversations happened yet.
You were saying that you want him to face the right opponent to not diminish his legacy. Of course, the moment he announced his comeback, a lot of people started talking about the fight that people wanted with Tank Davis. In your mind, is that the right fight for him to come back to eventually, or is that a wrong fight for him?
No, I don't think it's the wrong fight by any means, Tank isn't the most active guy in the world for different reasons, so without getting into that. So, it's a fight that's interesting. What it sells and what people want are two different things, and how much.
D Lynch, my boy, man. Happy birthday to B Moore's finest, D Lynch, man. Salute to my dog, man. D Lynch, man. Happy birthday to the boy, man. Salute. Crush the legend in the building. Salute the Crush the legend. Kurt Hurd was good, boy.
Business it does. If it's going to happen between now and the end of the year, I don't know what the pay-per-view industry is anymore.
All right, so we're going to scrap that now. Salute to Carl Moretti right there, man, and Fight Hype right there for sure. And let's get ready to open up this panel in a minute, man. Of course, man, want to go ahead and definitely go ahead and early on kind of get some of my picks out for us, the fights, and then when we come up here and chop it up about them, man, for sure. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Now we come up here. Let me go and drop the link. Be ready. And as we do that, I want to. Before we do that, let me play this clip real quick before we drop the link. I want to play this and salute to my brother No More Sleepwalking for this clip right here, man. He sent this clip to me, recently, man. And I wanted to showcase this, man. My brother definitely brought this to my attention, man. Salute to No More Sleepwalking right here.
This boxer killed this promoter after the promoter poisoned him to try to fix a fight. Back in the 80s, there was this player who used to play for the New York Jets. His name was Mark Gastineau. After he got done playing football, he wanted to be a boxer, right? He got with this promoter named Rick Parker, and this dude Rick was like a sleazeball, bro. Like, he would do whatever he can to become like the next big promoter, like Don King or something, right? And some of the fights he would kind of pay the other guys to let Mark win, because he wanted Mark to fight big heavyweights like Holyfield and like during that time, just like during the 80s and stuff.
Yeah.
It gets to the point where he's actually winning a bunch of fights. This dude Mark is not really a good boxer though, because he's a football player.
Yeah.
Right? He ends up fighting this dude named Tim Anderson, right? This dude Rick tries to tell Tim like, fix the fight, blah blah blah. And this dude Tim is like, all right, yeah, I'll fix the fight.
Yeah.
But then he goes up and he actually whoops his ass. Rick hits up Tim again, is like, look, bro, like, let's do another fight. You know what I'm saying? Against Mark.
Yeah.
So Tim is like, all right, bro, but you already seen what happened last time, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is, right? Before the fight, they ended up changing Tim's cornerment to like some random guys that Tim don't even know.
In his water.
Exactly.
Oh.
Rick ended up putting stuff into Tim's water. And while Tim was fighting, his vision gets hella blurry and he really can't fight for real. So this dude Mark ended up beating him that time. This dude Tim actually has like real health problems because of what happened to him. So he starts calling Rick like, bro, just like tell me what you gave me. Like, I know you poisoned me, bro, but just like let me know so that I can tell my doctors, because I'm really dying from this stuff.
Whoa.
This dude Rick literally tells me, says, if you call me again about this, I'm gonna kill your sister.
He says that to him.
He says that to him. He says that to Tim. So a couple years goes by. He pulls up to Rick's office with a gun, points the gun at Rick, and tells him, tell me what the you poisoned me with right now, or else I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
This dude Rick just tells him like, look, bro, if you don't get out of here, I'm gonna have people go kill your sister. So Tim says, you know what? This shoots him straight in the head right there in his office.
In his office.
So, you know, obviously the shots go off, the cops come. Tim was trying to explain to them like the whole story of what happened, but this dude Rick Loki was able to cover his tracks, and there was no evidence that he poisoned Tim at all.
Yeah.
And to this day, he's still in jail.
Wow.
Crazy, bro.
That's so insane.
Man, hey, salute to No More Sleepwalking. That story's fucking insane, bro. When I see this shit and No More Sleepwalking sent this to me, I was like, I gotta put this on the show, man, for sure, and show y'all this shit. That's crazy, bro. And I just show you how foul these promoters are, bro, in the game, man. How some of these promoters can be, man. Nasty work, man, for sure. Let me go and drop the link, man. Just going to drop the link. Nasty work, bro. Nasty work on that story. All right, the link is in the chat. D Lynch, be more. You definitely got to come up, man. It's your birthday, man. You definitely got to pull up on the panel for sure, man. Happy birthday to my boy B More Finest, man. D Lynch for sure, man. The link is pinned to the chat, man. Y'all can pull up. You know what I mean? Come chop it up with your dog. You dig? You know what I'm saying? And before we do that, before y'all pull up, we're going for D Lynch. You know what I'm saying? You know, D Lynch.
Boy, they can't stop what's coming. Chill, bro. I thought we was brothers. Well, I'm gonna knock you out, brother. He going to sleep. Floyd, does he really punch that hard? Use your defense, champ. I don't know about this man. He is a hell of a fighter, but he is not money made. I can't see my little bro get hurt, man. We need to help him. We must protect his O. Let's jump Tank Davis. Man, after this fight, I'm leaving to an island and disappearing from everybody. He can have the spotlight once I knock his little out.
Tank, all you got to do is touch that chin. Easy work.
Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Be ready. Make sure to wait for my cue.
You know how I get. I'm touching that chinny chin chin.
Now, let's jump Tank Davis.
Hey, that's how I always be really feeling in real life, man. And that shit be crazy, man. But yeah, man, we got the fights, man, tonight, man. I'm ready to predict these fights, man. The panel is open, man. See, I want to pull up, man. The link is in the chat, man, for sure. No hacker, by the way. No boxing hacker. No radio hacker. You know what I'm saying? He's on suspension right now. You know what I mean? So he can enjoy the show from the stands if he's out there listening. Because I know how he do. He'll try to click that link and try to creep up in this motherfucking man. No. No. You know what I'm saying? No. We're not doing that. But yeah, man, I can go ahead and give out some of my picks until y'all came up, man. So of course, like I said, the prelims is about to start at 11. And let me get out what I got. So with the fight with this is a strawberry fight right here. 105 right here. With Melvin Jerusalem, 25-3 with 12 knockouts, fighting Saya Hoa Kuzi. That's 9-3-1 with 4 knockouts. That's a 12-round fight, WBC title on the line. That was a fight that I had to pick on my brother Champ Ross Fantasy Boxing League. Salute to my brother Champ Ross with the Fantasy Boxing League, man. Hey, y'all see my brother, man, in the chat, whatever. Tap in with my boy Champ Ross, man, for sure. You dig. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. Y'all trying to get in with the Fantasy Boxing League, man. It's definitely going up, man. We'll be giving weekly picks on fights every week. You know what I mean? So we definitely in week 3 of the week 3 right here. So we in week 3 right here. So with this fight with Melvin Jerusalem and Saya Hoa Kuzi, I ended up picking Melvin Jerusalem by decision in this fight right here. Which is Melvin being the more experienced fighter. And just picking him for us, just having that champion pedigree at 105, fighting guys like Oscar Collazo, which is a guy, that's the top dog in that particular weight class down there, 105, 108 type shit. You know what I mean? So I picked Melvin Jerusalem in that fight right there in particular. Yeah, this fight is in Africa, by the way. And yes, Poe Pounder, I'm glad you mentioned that too. Definitely. He the fight is in Kuzi's territory. So Kuzi, got home field advantage in this fight, you know what I'm saying, in particular. But I think Jerusalem has the talent to win this fight and overcome it, you know what I'm saying, in particular. You know what I mean? But it's definitely interesting, though. Hopefully it don't be a close decision fight where he could get robbed from that strap for sure. Most definitely. I'm glad my brother Poe Pounder definitely mentioned that for sure. So salute to my brother Poe Pounder right there for sure. And another fight, man, had to tap into for as the undercard for as Dave Allen and Philip Hrgovic. Michael Gomez Jr. versus Lee McGregor. Michael Gomez Jr. He is 22-2 with 7 knockouts. Lee McGregor is 16-2-1 with 11 knockouts. This was a tough fight to pick a little bit in particular. You know what I'm saying? In general, you know what I'm saying? I ended up picking Gomez by decision in this fight. I just think Gomez, a little bit more seasoned than McGregor. Fought the better competition between the two. I ended up picking Gomez in this fight in particular. And of course, the Maxie Hughes and Louis Sylvester fight, that fight is off in particular. And another fight that we had to pick was Louis O'Doherty versus Ahmad Haddam. British Commonwealth lightweight title fight right here. Louis is 11-0, 3 knockouts. Ahmad Haddam is 12-0, 3 knockouts. I ended up picking Louis in this fight by decision. He has he has the longer reach, more seasoned fighter in particular between those two guys. So I ended up picking him. And then going into tonight's fights, Cash Crypto was good, my brother, man. Hey, the link open, man. Pull up, Cash. In particular for us tonight's fights, you know what I mean? I was back and forth about the Kelvin Davis Pete Dobson fight, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? And kind of talking with people yesterday and just kind of, scaling this fight out and kind of analyzing this fight with Kelvin Davis and Pete Dobson. I decided to pick Kelvin Davis by decision. But I will not be surprised if Kelvin Davis gets upset by Pete Dobson. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. I would say that for sure. I definitely want to say that for sure. Absolutely. So I definitely wouldn't be surprised. But I definitely picked Kelvin Davis by decision in this fight. The fight with Yan Santana and Kristen Cruz, that's one that's gonna be a banger. You know what I'm saying? Yan Santana, 16-0, 13 knockouts. Kristen Cruz, 24-7-2, 12 knockouts right there. I'm picking Yan Santana by stoppage tonight in the late rounds. You know what I mean? I'm picking him by, stoppage in the late rounds for sure. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to, go. I think that fight ain't gonna go all 10 rounds, in particular between both of these guys with Santana and Cruz. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely picking Yan Santana with the stoppage tonight. You know what I'm saying? Definitely winning for sure in that fight. My Hrgovic pick, my Dave Allen and Philip Hrgovic pick, I didn't give that one out. That fight's about to happen, so I can go and give it out. But I'm taking Hrgovic by stoppage, man. Dave Allen, 25-8-2, 20 knockouts. Philip Hrgovic, 19-1, 14 knockouts. Just that pedigree from Hrgovic, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot on the line for Hrgovic in particular. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he got aspirations of fighting Moses Atuma. You know what I'm saying? I think this fight doesn't go all 10 rounds with Allen and Hrgovic. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it goes all 10 rounds. I'm definitely taking Hrgovic by stoppage in this fight, man. And, late round stoppage. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Wear that boy Dave Allen ass down and end up stopping his ass in the late rounds for sure. You know what I mean? And so I picked Hrgovic and Yan Santana to get stoppages in both of their fights. I picked Kelvin Davis by decision in this fight with Pete Dobson, even though I would not be surprised if Pete Dobson ends up beating Kelvin Davis. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if Pete Dobson gets the upset on Kelvin Davis. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not high on Kelvin Davis at all. Brian Norman Jr., Josh Wagner. Of course, Brian Norman Jr., 28-1, 22 knockouts. Josh Wagner, 19-2, 10 knockouts. This is a 10-round fight right here. Like I mentioned earlier, bro, like I don't see Josh Wagner having anything for Brian Norman Jr. I don't see it. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to give him, a tough look for sure. Give him a tough look, give him some rounds. But I think Brian Norman Jr., hopefully eventually opposes his will and ends up stopping Josh Wagner. So I got Brian Norman Jr. with the stoppage tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely winning for sure by decision. You know what I'm saying? Late round stoppage possibly, you know what I'm saying, on some shit, or the mid-round type shit. You know what I mean? Definitely got to go to Josh Wagner, go to that body. He go to that body, wear his ass down. It can be an early night for Brian Norman Jr. tonight. You know what I'm saying? Packing dude up early, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And of course, the Keyshawn and Nahir fight, man, that's a fight that, Vegas is very high on, Keyshawn in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all yesterday, I don't believe Keyshawn stopping Nahir, but I do got Keyshawn by decision in this fight, man. And, that could be an upset, man. Keyshawn better be on this shit. He better be locked in, man. Because Nahir, he definitely coming tonight, man, for sure, man. That Nahir, I've been looking at him this week. He locked in. He definitely locked in for sure, man. So be more bully, man. What's good, man? Happy birthday, bro.
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks, man. Thanks all y'all. Thanks everybody for the birthday wishes.
For
All
sure.
right. I'm just getting up. I'm getting the dad in bed treatment today. My middle son just made me breakfast.
Word.
He hooked me up some croissants and eggs, right? Man, I'm like sitting up in the bed with my table, laid back,
Facts.
giving thanks and praises for another year, man.
Absolutely.
Kind of special now, being that it's 6 years after COVID, when there was a real distinct possibility that I wouldn't even been here, Give this some praises to the Most High and the ancestors,
Absolutely.
because that I'm here, so that just makes it a whole lot more special, Give thanks and praises. Yeah, man.
Absolutely,
So,
man. Absolutely, bro. Man, more life, more blessings, man, coming your way, brother, man. Most definitely, bro.
yes.
Hope you're glad. Also, hoping you get to smoke your weed, smoke the greatest weed ever today. You know what I'm saying? Get to kick it, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy this good boxing today, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Enjoy
Yes,
yourself in
indeed.
every way you want to enjoy your day, you feel me? For sure.
Yeah, because definitely gotta get up and I gotta go do that. Definitely gotta go by the dispensary. I saved a little something so I can at least get me a little overstanding power guard.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
so that's a good thing. Just at least get a spliff in. So I'm good. I was like had to weigh the scale. I was like, get some liquor, get some herb. Nah,
Yeah. Most
nah,
definitely,
I
man.
can't
Most
do it. No,
definitely.
I ain't trying to do the liquor thing.
Yeah,
We got to do that.
do you smoke, man? Do you smoke? You ain't gotta do no
You
little
know.
take. You want to do your little, what's a little shot or something? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with a little shot or two. You know what I'm saying? A little razzle dazzle.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah. But I've been, but I'm gonna go towards the Guinness stout, get some Guinness, and then give me some herb and sit back, maybe some red stripes or something,
Yeah, most definitely.
do it Yardie style.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. Absolutely, man. So what you think
definitely,
about the
man.
fights tonight, man? So what you thinking, man? You thinking the man Keyshawn gonna get the stoppage on our year, man? You think Brian Norman Jr.? What you think about him? What you think about him getting? You think he gonna get the stoppage on this dude, Josh Wagner, tonight, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What's how you feeling?
I
Allen
think
Hrgovic, that fight gonna be happening in a few hours. You know what I'm saying, with the heavyweights. You know what I mean? What you thinking, man? Well, let me get your thoughts.
Man, I have been, man, on the heavyweight. I lost my taste for heavyweight boxing after, you know what I mean, Deontay Wilder. You know, man. I lost my, because the whole politics of it just reeks of some bullshit. You know what I mean? Eddie
Yeah,
Hearn and
that's
that
me.
bullshit. And you know what I mean? The way they froze Deontay out from even getting a shot at becoming undisputed heavyweight champ and unifying the belts when it kind of meant something at the time. Now it's just whack, man. The heavyweight division is just bullshit.
He got some
The
guys, man.
only,
I mean,
yeah,
I think you kind of start off because of like it ain't like it's not dominated with the Americans anymore. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
think that's
it's
probably what you start off on.
yeah, it's not like it. You know what I mean? That put prestige to it. You know what I mean? But now it's like, but there is some heavyweight fighters I do like looking at. I like, you know what I mean? The guy Moses, I was like, yeah, all right, he can squabble, he can squabble. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of over for AJ. You know what I mean? And I'm like, why is Tyson Fury still in the ring, yo? That's the most dirtiest cat ever in boxing when it comes to heavyweight. Seriously, he one of the dirtiest heavyweight boxers of all time. You know,
Mm.
and it's like, man, I'm like, but Moses, he got a lot of promise to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And
This shit,
tell the
motherfuckers wish
truth,
he was American, man.
yeah, But seriously though, David Benavidez can take those shots. You know what I mean? And he go into a little bit more of his defense and keep from getting, work on that defense a little bit more, keep from getting hit by big shots. I got him coming up there. I got him coming up a heavyweight. Seriously,
Yeah,
I can
he
actually
definitely one
see
of
it.
them ones.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? But the thing is, they done tried to make the heavyweight division be the division of giants after the Klitschko brothers. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh come on, man. Now they're gonna try to get anybody over 6'5", 6'6" to be to be a boxer, man, for the heavyweight division. It's like that's like crazy, man. I was like, what are we talking now? WWE? You know what I mean?
Man.
Next, you're going to have WWE wrestlers coming in. Bobby Lashley might pop up and start learning
Yeah,
how to do a
you
jab.
never fucking know, man.
Yeah, the way they going right now, I'm like, hey, they put Francis Ngannou out there. You saw how quick AJ dropped him. I was like, come on, man. We want real, legitimate fighters. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, the American Big Baby, man, he just made me just, man, FD, man, I'm like, that guy just really, like, disappointed me. I had high hopes for him. He had the showmanship down, coming to the ring dressed up like the Grinch. I'm like, come on, man, who does that? He came to the ring dressed up as the Grinch. I was like, yo, I like that. I like this boy. And I seen a couple of his other outfits he came to the ring as. He had some hype about him. He should have listened and stayed with what Top Rank had for him to build him up and so that he can get some more skill underneath his belt. But I think he had a whole lot of out of ring distractions that he couldn't control. You know what I mean? He made some weird decisions and whatever outside the ring, but that's his business. You know what I mean? But that's what took him completely out. He to the point he don't even think he really want to even box. After I saw that Roy Jones, that video with him and Roy Jones and Real Jones trying to inspire him. Roy Jones was trying to inspire him to greatness. And he was like, I don't want it, crying and crying. I was like, what the? So that let you know right there when somebody say, I don't want it. That lets you know that they really don't want it. You know what I mean? It's the difference between somebody who want it and they get in the ring and they go after it and they get it, they confident. Him, it seemed like
Yeah,
he's
I think
just hunkered
I can
down.
say this though for Jared though. Like I think he was in a bad space at that time in particular. You know what I'm saying? But I still think those thoughts kind of still remain with him and stuff for us. The mindset for us, like
Yeah.
he's not one of those guys that's trying to be undisputed champion and had all the titles and stuff. He just want to have good money fights. You know what I'm saying, and do his thing and provide for his family. That's how he look at it.
Yeah. But when you get a
And
belt, at
recently
least one
watching him
belt,
recently,
huh?
before he tore his biceps, because he was supposed to fight on that card last week. And before that
Yeah.
happened, you know what I'm saying, he was on, he was looking good in camp and everything, good and ready and everything. And then boom, tore his biceps, you know what I'm saying, another little, setback. So definitely, interesting to see how he, handles, this setback and, getting back going from, tearing his biceps, man, most definitely. Because, that can play an effect for us, your mental as well, getting hurt. And you know what I'm saying? I understand that, from my perspective, when I played football, when I got hurt one year, you know what I'm saying, it played with my mental a little bit into, games and stuff, in the next years, et cetera. So, it definitely could play a factor, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he get his mental right, he come back strong and do his thing, you know what I'm saying, and try to build because he got a lot of competition over there because he definitely got the co-promotional deal with Top Rank in Queensbury, man, with Queensbury having a
Yeah.
lot of those heavyweight guys over there. He got a lot of rec over there. So it's a lot of rec for him to get over there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And get it cracking and get some money over there.
Yeah, true. I'm like Queensbury, between Matchroom and Queensbury, they definitely came over, invaded, and took the heavyweight championship away from America, man.
I really
You
wish he
know,
would have been able to try to be like a bridger weight or something, you know what I'm saying? For real, me honestly, but I mean, he in the heavyweight shit, so it is what it is. Fuck it.
yeah, true,
Like it is what
true
it
that.
is. That's where he at. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what he do, man. We're gonna see what he do.
Yeah,
Man. So
I'm.
man, how you feel? So yeah, I didn't get your full. But how did you feel about both B Norm Jr. man and Keyshawn missing weight, man, about point two, point one off yesterday, man. And them boys
Well,
had to take a couple tries to make weight yesterday.
I think it's some. I don't know. I think it may have been some foolery going on when it comes to the scale.
Yeah,
Cause
Ronnie
if
Shields. That I forgot to play that too. And I know my boy D1. He played it last night. Ronnie Shields. He mentioned in an interview last night that he think the scales was off last night
yeah,
for us to
cause
weigh in. Which
yeah,
that
cause
was that was something interesting right there. Which I did play that a little factor in a sense. I don't think Ronnie Shields would have mentioned that and be capping. You know what I'm saying? If anything, he been in the game for years. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly,
you know what I mean, like he wouldn't say
exactly.
that for no reason. Which is we have heard in particular certain weigh-ins have fucked up scales. You know what I'm saying in particular, but you know what I'm saying? I still, even if the scales wasn't fucked up in particular, just saying that, you know what I'm saying? If the scales off or whatsoever, if it's not off, it's unacceptable for Keyshawn, especially in Brian Norman's perspective too, because Brian Norman, you fighting at 148 in this fight. This fight was contracted at 148, and you didn't make 148. So it has my
Yeah,
thoughts thinking about him at 147. Can he really truly make 147 anymore now? You know what I mean? Because no, that's my initial thought now. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Brian Norman. I don't think he has a nutritionist, but I would hope that he gets a nutritionist if he doesn't have one. You know what I'm saying? So he can stay
yeah,
right, man, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I think if you're a fighter, you know what I'm saying, if you got the money, get your ass a nutritionist, man. Get you a
yeah,
nutritionist if you got the money, man. Get you one, man. That's a part of your career to keep you 100, man. So I think that's very imperative that fighters have them a nutritionist nowadays, man. We
yeah.
seen
You got
Navarrete
to.
in his last fight fighting on Sugar Nunez, where he got a nutritionist, and you see how his ass looking, and he cooking shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
but
crazy.
sometimes it's going to take a little bit for him to get back into shape. When I say that, I'm talking about his mental. You know what I mean? Because you gotta look at it from this standpoint that he's young enough and he's kind of starting off with a clean slate right now. You know, because
Absolutely.
yeah, he has to completely start his, you know, he most definitely probably have a new complete camp, not just head coach. So it's going to take him a little bit to get back into that routine, to get into a new routine, not get back into the old routine, but get into a new routine. Whereas though he have everybody around him that he need, and that's going to take some investment. You know what I mean? Nutritionist is definitely not cheap. You definitely gotta pay to get a top notch nutritionist in your corner, along with your chef. You know what I mean? And they also going to be dealing with everything medical they have to deal with you. That costs some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So once he get back into the groove with he get into a groove with a new team, he's definitely gonna be a whole lot better. Believe that there must be something going on with that scale because him and Keyshawn coming over at the same point too, that's that's strange. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's definitely a
But
little off for sure.
yeah, but I think he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna come out on top. But I just want to see how he paints on this new canvas that he's dealing with. He said something. He alluded to the fact that Ronnie had him working on allowing the fight to come to him, and that's a good thing. Why?
Right.
Because he in all his fights before he's been the aggressor. So you got to learn how to do both hands. You got to learn how to do with your right and with your left, meaning you got to learn how to be an aggressor. At the same time, you got to allow the fight to come to you so you can react off of the other fighter's aggression. You know what I
That's a
mean?
fact.
So that's a good thing because it's going to teach him some skills defensively, which is a good thing, which is the best thing that he needs. Some more defensive skills, and it's also going to allow him to learn how to become a counterpuncher. You know what I mean? And if you know him and start to learn how to counterpunch, you know what I mean, exactly, and how to do that pull counter. Oh man, he going to be ridiculous. You know what I mean? So it's not
Yeah.
over for him by any means. It's not over for him. He's
I'm
young enough
glad you
to
gave
pick
that
up a whole
perspective
lot of
like
new
that, D
tricks.
Lynch, man, about beating on Junior from that perspective for us and with Ronnie Shields, man. I'm really glad you got that perspective because that's a fire perspective because I think with Ronnie Shields, him having B Norm Jr. and Earl, I'm real interested what he adds to their game. And it brought me to
Hmm.
my attention as far as what Earl said in his interview with Sean Porter that I reacted to the other day, where he said, he said no shade to Derek James, but he took him as far as he could, what I'm saying? And Ronnie's able
Exactly.
to enhance his game and add some more, different elements to his game and stuff now, what I'm saying, which is that's what he needed, what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, I can see the same difference in particular with Brian Norman Jr. as well.
Exactly. Especially when it comes to someone like Brian Norman Jr. And at the same time, the fact that he's in a camp with a very respective, polished boxer like Earl Spence. And I don't mean say boxer, I
Yeah.
mean champion. Cause he's still a champion. Once you're a champion, you're a champion. He's still a champion. But to be able to go ahead and soak up some of that experience from Earl, because people gotta realize Earl was a beast, man. Before the car accidents and the retina tear and all of that, man, Earl Spence was nice. Earl Spence is nice. He's still a nice boxer. You know what I mean? I just think that if he would have had more time to heal from those injuries, from the car wrecks and all of that, and be 100%, you know what I mean? Because the Earl Smith that was in the ring with Bud Crawford was a shadow of himself. He wasn't completely there like he was in the past before these
Mm-hmm.
accidents. You know, it's a big difference. You know what I mean? And that's another thing that put a big cloud over whatever accomplishments his Bud's last two undisputed runs. You know what I mean? Well, I wouldn't even say he had a run because he got it all in one fight. Earl did all the heavy lifting, just like Canelo did all the heavy lifting. You know what I mean? So I believe it's a good thing for Brian Norman to go ahead and be able to be in that, be right there and have a mentor next to him that can help him, you know what I mean, um, gain experience from his past works. Meaning Earl would be able to shed a light on him on a lot of things that he didn't see within himself and what was going on at the time. So that will only make him a better boxer, you know what I mean, a better champion, you know, because Brian Norman's going to be champ again. He definitely is. Once he work on that footwork and that defense and work on being working on boxing from the back, boxing off that back foot, he definitely is going to be a champion again. You know what I mean? But I believe he's going to pull through with it. He's going to pull through in this fight. I just want to see how he reacts and see what he is picking up. The same thing with Frank. Frank, remember the same thing with Frank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once he got with damn, the guy name escapes me. His coach, the new coach that Frank has. What's his Buddy McGirt? You know what I mean? You can see the improvement from what he's learned from Buddy McGirt. You know what I mean? Fortunately, in the Nahir Albright fight, you saw him kind of revert back to his old ways. But see, that's the thing with muscle memory. It's going to take time to get someone like Frank into a new mind state of boxing to erase a lot of those old habits that he had. You know, so um, definitely, I want to see just how I want to see everything that he's been working on with um with Ronnie Shields, and I just want to see that. I think that's going to be a good fight.
Yeah,
Keyshawn's brother.
I think that boy Brian Norman go to Wagner body. He go to that body
Mm-hmm.
crazy, man, tonight. Wear
Yeah.
his ass down, man. It could be an early night, man, for Wagner,
Yeah.
man. That's all Brian
It's
Norman. Just let it come to him, though. Just build and break his ass down, man. He is gonna be there
yeah.
for him. It's definitely gonna be there for him. 'Cause I watched this dude, John Wagner. He ain't nothing crazy, bro. He ain't like that, man. B Norton Jr. should definitely pack dude up for show tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And he got a lot of body for him to be able to beat on. You know what I mean? So he's definitely
Man.
gonna he go to that body. I think what's gonna help him out a whole lot if he learn to go to the body, go to the head, come up with some good body head combinations. You know what I mean? And at the same time, some good combinations starting from the head to the
Yeah.
body. But the body to the head is definitely going to be the way to go to start off. And I want to see him get those rounds and ways to break them down. I don't want to see B Norman go in there and just bam demolish the guy first round. No, it's not about that. It's about working on all of your flaws so that those flaws can become strengths. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to see. I want to see what's going on with that when it comes to him. For it's like Keyshawn brother, um, I don't know. You know what I mean? I think he has some potential. You know what I mean? But I think he needs to fight that
Keon got a
Petrosian.
tough fight. Keon got a tough fight, but
Yeah.
Keon, they saying Keon should win this fight. That Jamil was on Jamil from YSL was on the show yesterday, man. Salute to my brother Jamil, man,
Oh
from
yeah,
YSL
peace and
Media.
blessings,
He is on the
Jamil.
show yesterday, man. He was talking about the fight that Keon got. It gets a little tough out there, that they know, man. So Keon got a tough fight. They said Keon should win. Now Kelvin. That's the fight that I was kind of back and forth on. I wasn't so sure because of Kelvin. I ain't high on Kelvin. I don't know what we're gonna get out of this man. Eric Tripp, man, and Pete
Yeah,
Dobson.
true.
But Pete Dobson is not that good in my opinion either, though. So I said I'm rocking with Kelvin in this fight for us picking him to win. But I would not be surprised if this man lose to Pete Dobson tonight. I'm just saying that for sure. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what my pick is as far as when it comes to Keyshawn and Nahir Albright. You know what I mean? Hold up, give me a second. I will go ahead and elaborate on that with you. Give me a second. I gotta hit this
Go do your thing.
I gotta
Shell
hit the
more.
head real quick.
What's
Shell
up,
more.
man?
What you doing, boy?
I'm sitting up here watching Hulk Hogan do cocaine.
Hulk Hogan do cocaine. Wow.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm watching.
wild.
That's what I'm watching. I'm flipping through Netflix right quick. That shit came on. Oh, we got some boxing tonight, man.
Yeah, man. You got Allen and Hrgovic. This prelims is on now for Allen and Hrgovic.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dave Allen and Philippe Hrgovic. Bum 1 versus Bum 2. Who's the best bum?
Dead ass.
I don't think much of Hrgovic, man. I really don't.
Who you got in that? Yeah, who you got in Allen Hrgovic tonight, man?
I don't really care who wins, but I would rather Dave Allen to win because I don't think much of Philippe Hrgovic. I seen when Big Bang Zhang chased him around the ring trying to punch him. That dude got hit with a left hook and literally turned his back and started running.
Oh, I forgot you don't fuck with Hrgovic.
No, I do not like that dude.
You don't fuck with Hrgovic. You don't think he gonna beat Dave Allen tonight, man?
I hope he
Dave
don't.
Allen
He might,
good,
but I hope he don't. He might win, but I hope he don't.
Hrgovic, all right, man.
Hrgovic is not all right, man. Anytime you turn your back to another man and run away, you lose all credibility with me, bro.
If Hrgovic wins tonight, he's gonna be fighting Moses Atuma next.
How many fights you been in, Cam? A few, right?
Yeah.
How many times you turned your back and ran away?
Hey, man, hey. I'm just saying, man. I can't speak for Hrgovic in that position. You know what I'm saying? That's him. That's him. That's his doing. That's what he did. I don't know what happened with him on that way. All I can say in particular for Hrgovic, I think he's gonna get over this man, Dave Allen.
So you don't know what happened, but I saw what happened. That motherfucker got hit with a left hook and turned and ran. Oh shit.
Man, he was getting some heat thrown at him, man. This fight with him and Allen ain't gonna last to 12. I don't think it's gonna.
No, he should be. I mean, if Hrgovic if Philip Hrgovic is 70% of what he was, he should beat the shit out of Dave Allen. Dave Allen ain't very good, man. He's a tough guy, but Dave ain't very good. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Now I would like for Dave to win. I just don't see it happening.
D Free, what it do, man? What's popping, bro?
What up, Free?
What's good? What's good?
You hear me over here shitting on Hrgovic?
Yeah, I'm not big on Hrgovic neither. I never thought he was that good of a fighter. I hear a lot of people always big up his amateur pedigree and all that. I mean, that's the amateurs. That has nothing to do with the pros. I never thought Hrgovic was that good. I thought he was a guy that just had power. I look at him the same way I look at Joe Joyce, the same way I look at what's my guy the dude that just got beat Fabio Worley. I look at all those guys the same way. They don't really have boxing ability. They just guys that can punch. And if you're a heavyweight that can box, you can beat those type of guys easy. And we saw what happened with Fabio and Daniel Dubois. And that was the thing. I said Daniel Dubois was a better boxer than Fabio.
You
but
did
Fabio,
say that. You said that the whole build-up, bro. You said that the whole build-up.
And it's the same way I see with Hrgovic. If David Allen can go out there and box, he can beat Hrgovic. The problem is I'm not high
We
on
never seen
David
him
Allen
box.
either. Right. I'm
We
not
never
high
seen
on
him
David Allen
box.
either.
Yeah.
So I think Hrgovic is going to win. I think this fight doesn't go the distance. I think it'll probably end somewhere around the round 7, round 8. And I think Hrgovic probably end up stopping David Allen. But I wouldn't be surprised either way. I wouldn't be surprised either way.
Man, I got Hrgovic winning tonight by stoppage, man. I think he's stopping Dave Allen in this fight, me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not out of the realm of possibility. Shit, Dave Allen ain't that good either.
That's what I said. I think it's going to be
some niggas, man.
I think Hrgovic for round 8. But I heard you talking about Kelvin. I'm looking at Kelvin, and I'm still seeing a guy. He has the better attributes over Pete Dobson, but the problem is it doesn't translate when he gets in the ring. Once he get past the first couple of rounds, he gives up his reach, he gives up his height, and I look at Pete Dobson as a bigger version of Nahir Albright. And we saw what Nahir Albright did to Kelvin. And I think Pete Dobson can do the same thing. Pete Dobson been in there with guys like Connor Ben. He's been in there with Jaleel Hatchett. And he gave all those guys tough fights. And I don't think that Kelvin is better than neither one of those guys. And I think Pete Dobson is going to give Kelvin a lot of problems. I think he's going to give him a lot of problems. Now, I don't know what's going on in VA, but it seems like everybody coming in overweight out there in VA. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if these guys are going out partying, thinking that they got an easy fight, but it's real crazy out there. This the battle of the fat boys.
Yeah, true that.
Well, you got to remember too.
You're
Hold
right,
on, fellas.
Free.
You got to remember too
You're
that
100% right.
But you got to remember that fucking Norman Jr. is only 24 years old.
Yeah, he is.
He's young, so he's still growing. Now, the rest of the dudes, 27, 28, 30, they got to be more disciplined. But 24-year-old dude coming in, what, 0.3, 0.4 over? What he came in, 0.4 over?
No, he came in.
What's it, 0.2?
You talking about Norman Jr., right, B-More? I'm talking about Norman Jr. Yeah, 0.2.
Yeah.
He came in 0.2 over. So he's a young kid. He probably just grew. Who knows? But them older dudes don't have no excuse.
Actually, he came in over that because they contracted at 48. They're a 147-pound fighter. Why would you contract at 48 if you're 147?
Well, in the rules, in the rules that say if it's a non-title fight, you can come in 1 pound over. That's the rule.
No, I know, but what I'm saying, they contracted.
They contracted at 148 because neither one of them could make the weight. That's why.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it was. Neither one could make the weight, but at the same time, that gave them a little wiggle room, especially if he's so he won't have to rehydrate. So he'll have a good rehydration overnight. To be in the ring for the fight. That's another thing they gotta look at. You know what I mean?
Do you guys think that Norman Jr. is too short to move up to 54?
No.
No, he's not too short. I think what it is Norman Jr. He knows how to punch, he's in a position now where he has to start learning boxing technique, and that's the one flaw that I think that he has, along with defense and footwork. You
Okay.
know, he can close distance quickly, but the problem was he overshoots his shot. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
gotta learn that footwork where so he can be exact where he need to be when he wanted to be there. So he gotta learn some footwork and skills. And I believe Ronnie's working with him on that, as well as his defense, bobbing and weaving, and being able to box on the back foot. Not to be the aggressor all the time, but to also learn how to counterpunch. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Gotcha.
Well, that's what I see. Far as like Keyshawn brother, man, I don't know what's up with these Virginia boys. They gotta. I think you know what I mean. They need a coach. They need a coach who's in a business coach, someone who's been around. You know what I mean? And maybe they need to relocate in Virginia, out of Virginia. I know they like to be home, but that could be a problem as well. You know what I mean? To stay out of trouble and stay out the clubs, Tank had to leave B-more. he had to leave and get out of Baltimore. You know what I mean? And you still from where you from. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if it comes to you and your perfection, you have to do what you have to do in order to improve and to be able to stay out of that trouble. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I think it has to do with they never had anybody to tell them no. I think a lot of people coddled them instead of being disciplined on them. I don't think they really ever went through any real discipline because if you look at Keyshawn, they didn't really discipline him like that. The man came out of the Olympics. He was a silver medalist. He pretty much had everything pretty much handed to him. I don't think he's ever had anybody to really put their foot in their tail and say, look, this is what you got to do. I don't care what your name is. I don't care what type of status you have. This is what we doing here. You're not going to do what you want to do. You're going to do this or you're not doing nothing with me. And I don't think they ever had that. I think they had people that just coddled them and just rub their ego and kept them, let them do what they do. Well, he's a good talent, so I think he'll outgrow it. Instead of just saying, nah, this is how it's going down. Either you're going to do it this way or you go find somebody else.
True that. True that. True that. Because that coach got to be in total control, especially when you training in camp. You know what I mean? And you got a fight coming up. That's the best way. That's the best reason to get out of town and go somewhere. Go up the Big Bend, like all of the and train at high altitude, like all of the boxers of the past. They go up the Big Bend, run up and down that mountain, run around. They're away from distractions, everything. They're able to get into their mental state, get their mind right where they need to be. You know what I mean? And then when it come time for the fight, they be ready. They will be ready. That's what's missing. You
Yeah.
can't be training in camp for a fight at home when you got distractions, broads hitting your phone and all this craziness going on. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to be in solitude, get your mind focused and be right. You know? I think that's what's
Yeah.
missing. That's
That's
what's
and I
missing.
think I think that's one of the reasons why I like Abdullah Mason so much because they still do what they did to get them there. They still visit other
Exactly.
gyms and spar with other people. They don't just stay where they're located at and spar in their gym. They go around the country and still spar in other gyms. They'll go up to New
Yep.
York. They'll go over to New Jersey. They go out to Philly. They came out to DC a couple of times. They still move around and get other looks from other people so they can still stay sharp. A lot of these guys, when they
Exactly.
get to a certain level, they get comfortable. They say, okay, I made it. I can just chill now. These dudes like, nah, we made it, but we want to go further. We want to continue being on top and make it even further than what we did. So that's the reason why I like the Mason brothers so much, because these guys are still hungry. Even though Abdullah became a champion, he's still hungry. He still want to be better.
Exactly. You know, they able to go ahead, do the road work, go from here to there, see different styles of boxing, adjust to how to box to each different style, and go ahead and come out on top. And Abdullah, he definitely still hungry, and that's a good thing. And that's the major thing that Keyshawn seeing him that scam. That's why he look at him and he try to act like he can come at him and try to shake him. But when he don't see nobody's falling for that bullshit, that's when he look like. You see the look on Keyshawn's face at the face off after the weigh-ins yesterday and the day
Yeah.
before that? Yeah, he worried because he can't shake Nahir Albright. Nahir Albright isn't impressed by him. He's showing that dog in him, and I want to see it when it comes out. I want to see. I can't wait for that fight tonight. I hope Keyshawn don't crash out and decide not to show up for the fight or some
And see,
bullshit go
and
on.
the most thing that I am worried about, I'm not even worried about Naib Albright winning or Keyshawn winning. I'm worried about how will Keyshawn react if he does lose. How will he react? Will he have a mental breakdown? Because I heard he had mental issues and things like that. A lot of times, guys that had success majority of their career, they don't know how to take failure. They don't know how to take that L. That's why they maneuver their ways to keep that O, because they don't know how to take losing. And maybe in the Olympics, he didn't like the way it felt for him to lose. Maybe that's one of the reasons why he had the mental issue, because he lost in the Olympics or whatever. But I don't know how he's going to react, because he's been acting a little funny ever since that whole situation in VA. He's been acting a little funny. He always had a little type of funny type attitude, but since that whole situation in VA, he's been acting real strange to me. I haven't seen this side of Keyshawn since that incident happened.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Keyshawn that I initially liked when I first saw him fight. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, this boy can squabble. I like this. All right. He from VA. He from Newport News. All right. You know what I mean? I got people down north in Newport News, around the Hampton area. I was like, okay, I can see that. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing this other side. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, I don't know. I was like, that must have been something happened during that time. He switched off and changed. And another thing, as far as him being a businessman, he's doing bad business right now. I don't know why he signed with Jay Prince, because most of the people that he can fight and defeat are managed by Jay Prince. And Jay Prince don't put his boxers up against each other. So I'm like, what's up with that? Along with this Shakur, I believe he can beat Shakur. Seriously. I believe he can beat Shakur. And I don't understand why he allowed himself to be mentally jiu-jitsu like that. I'm like, what? We're not going to fight. We're brothers. I'm like, yo, this is boxing. Y'all not blood brothers.
I kind of think that Shakur thinks that too. I mean, they pretty much came up together in the gym or whatever, and they sparred against each other. And I think Keyshawn know that he might have something over Shakur, but because Shakur is like a quote unquote big brother to him, he kind of mentor him through the boxing industry. He don't want to cross Shakur. But at the same token, I think Shakur knows that Keyshawn probably can beat him too. That's the reason why Shakur was like, man, this is my little brother. I mean, we would never fight. This my brother right here.
Yeah.
A lot of times when you got somebody that you know is just as good as you or better than you, you want them on your team. You don't want to go against him because you know that that's going to be a hard fight. That's going to be a hard battle, whether it's boxing, wrestling, kickboxing, MMA, football, basketball. You usually want somebody that's on your level or better than you on your side. You don't want to go against those individuals.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's going on right now. You know what I mean? He on some Shakur is on some really, really Bud Crawford shit right now. Cause this is some of the shit that Bud Crawford would do.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah, seriously. This out of the Bud Crawford playbook. Somebody who could be a real good enemy who can defeat you. No, make him your friend. Try to befriend him. Try to bring him in as a big brother. That's why I like Abdullah Mason's response. He was like, brothers, shit, I'm trying to get at it. That's what I like about Shaki. Shaki like, what? He was like, nah, man, we gonna get to it. This boxing. This is boxing. Apparently Raymond Ford and Keyshawn didn't get the memo. All of that bull crap, nah, that's not boxing. I'm like, come on. You could be friends, box, and then afterwards, it's over, be friends again. You know what I mean? Look at Zabdullah and Floyd. They friends. They got into a good ass fight. Matter of fact, their corner started the fight during the fight. I ain't never going to forget Floyd Mayweather's response to that melee that happened in that Zeb Judah fight. They asked him, "Why didn't you get into the fight with him?" He said, "I ain't going to let them bushwhack motherfuckers fuck up my money." That was the funniest shit I ever heard, and it was true. And then after the fight, Floyd and Zab got together and they started training together. He trained with Floyd to help him get ready for a couple fights afterwards. So I'm like,
I mean,
yo.
If you think about it, Floyd trained with Chop Shop down there in Virginia with Sweet Pea. He trained with Zab Judah. He trained with a couple of guys that he fought in the industry. Floyd had a lot of friends, but Floyd wanted to be considered the best. So he was like, yeah, we friends, but we could still fight. The money good, we could still fight. I want to be the best.
Yep. And you can't say you the best until you fight each other to find out who is the best. That's like two brothers going at it on the basketball court. You know what I mean? Yo, I got you. Nah. You talk your shit, you play your game, you go at it, and we see who comes out on top.
I say all the time. I could call my brother right now and I tell my brother, hey, these guys said they're gonna pay us $2.5 million each if we get in the ring and box. What you trying to do? He be like, where we sign up at?
Exactly.
And that's my blood brother. That's my little brother. He gonna be like, where we sign up at?
That's where you get that. That's when that money come in at. You know what I mean? For real. That's that money right there. I'm like, yo, Keyshawn better wake up from whatever hypnotized shit they put on him because he's being passed by. You already let the guy take one payday from him. He was supposed to be the one in there beating T.O. ass. And he would have put T.O. out. If Keyshawn would have got in that ring with T.O., the old Keyshawn, he would have beat T.O. with no problem within 5 rounds. He would have put T.O. out. You know? But the old Keyshawn, like, he liked to go ahead and stretch a little bit. Let's say it probably went out like 6th, maybe 7th round. You know? But this new Keyshawn, man, I'm like, yo, come on, you gotta wake up, man. You gotta wake up. You gotta get out that Jay Prince contract. Go ahead and get you a good ass trainer. You know what I mean? You was trying to be trained by Coach Calvin and get with GTD at one time, which he probably should have did. You know what I mean? They would have let him put him over to the side, let him go ahead and do what he going to do, while taking them would have been doing what they doing over here. You know what I mean? and he would be able to go ahead and grow out of that shadow and go ahead and do what he got to do as a boxer. You know what I mean? But now, man, this new Keyshawn is like, he like weird, man. Seriously, he's unpredictable. Not far as like unpredictable in the ring, but unpredictable in regards to his business and how he handles himself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been like that for the last 3 fights. You know, starting, starting before that. Once he signed with Jay Prince, he did this buddy thing with Shakur, and the next thing you know, he's unpredictable. You don't know really if he's going to show up for the fight. Bad enough they got empty half Coliseum. A Coliseum, man, that Norfolk Scope Coliseum is big. It is big. And they gonna have that cut in half. I'm like, come on, how many people is coming? He pissed off people like that. They must gonna be outside giving away tickets. I believe tickets is gonna go real cheap. You know what I mean? In order to fill up the upper sections. But then again, when people got seats in the upper section, upper areas of the Coliseum, what they do is they go here and they sneak their way down up to the down bottom to the good seats, and that would make it look okay. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, the Norfolk, the fights that's going on down in VA, that's, you know what I mean. It's going to be weird, but Brian Norman Jr. Yes, I don't know what's going to go on with the Keyshawn brother. I hope he go ahead and go in the ring and put on a good show. Seriously, isn't the people come to be entertained? I hope he go in there and put on a good show. But I believe Keyshawn had some doubts subconsciously dealing with Nahir Albright. He liked to talk about that first fight that they had as if he controlled everything and he don't know what the judges were seeing, but apparently they saw a whole lot that he didn't see. You know what I mean? Anytime you had a majority decision, when you got two judges that ruled it a draw, and he came out in the eyes of just one judge, I'm like, come on, that could have easily went the other way for Nahir Albright. And I believe he has a lot of confidence building coming back off of this draw with Frank Martin. That kind of boosted him up to be like, hey, and he
Yeah.
believing in himself.
Yeah, Nahir definitely got high confidence for sure. He definitely does.
He's believing in himself right now. A man who believes in himself, who's capable and has some skill, can always be somebody who pretends that he's a master, especially if that guy has some doubt in his head, you know? So that's going to be a good fight. You know what I mean? That's a 50-50 fight. I don't know what the odds makers are talking about. You know what I mean? You got to look at if it was old Keyshawn in that ring with Nahir Albright, you know what I mean, who went on and learned from his last fight with Nahir Albright, you know what I mean? I'm talking about pre-crash out Keyshawn. I'm talking about, you know what I mean, the Keyshawn before that. Yeah, you could say he would blow Nahir Albright out the water. The one before that first fight with Nahir Albright, who was all confidence and wasn't sabotaging himself. It seemed like he admitted in training camp. Yeah, that one, nah. So this is a 50-50 fight. Seriously. Which is another reason why I picked him as a long shot to beat Keyshawn. So y'all already know how I felt when I picked him. I was like, yo, I'm picking Nahir Albright for the upset. So I wonder what the odds is looking like now.
I tell you, that's tough, man. That's tough.
What the odds looking like now, Cam?
Let me see. Let me check real quick.
I don't know why I called you Cam. I mean Cam. My bad, man. My bad.
Yeah. It is damn. Shit. Yesterday was at minus 1,200. Now they got Keyshawn minus 1,500 to Wolves plus 1,000 now. Now, just to kind of break down in particular with the method of victory, they got plus 1,900 on the draw. And for Keyshawn Davis, they got for us the knockout minus 115, points or decision plus 110. Nahir Albright, points or decision plus 1,400. Nahir Albright for the knockout plus 1,700. And that interested part, no, that over and under for us the rounds, no, is still the same for us 11 and a half. You know what I mean? So no, they thinking this fight gonna go the distance majority, or it's gonna be a late round stoppage between either guy probably.
No, I don't see a late round stoppage between these two guys. It's not going to be a late round stoppage. You know, if it's going to be a stoppage in the end earlier, right? But I believe this fight won't go the distance. You know what I mean? So you're going to see some back and forth rounds. You know what I mean? So it could be a toss up on who did what in that round. That's going to be that's going to be the way it's going to come out. That's what I believe. Because I really don't see I don't see it as being like they see it to be. I see it going the distance, so but I still believe it's a 50-50 fight. You know what I mean? It's a 50-50 fight. They familiar with each other. But at the same time, between I seen like Albright actually get better since that fight. You know what I mean? Now Albright has gotten better. Keyshawn, I'm like, I don't know. He looked good against Victor Ortiz. What is that? What was that he fought on that card with Shakur? Was it Ortiz or
Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz.
Jermaine Ortiz? Yeah. Yeah. He looked good in that fight with Jermaine Ortiz. You know what I mean? But I see improvement in Nahir Albright. And it's not just physical in the ring, it's mentally. He actually believing. If you get a guy who actually believing that he can be somebody who's like Keyshawn, you know what I mean, who do have some things going on mentally, I'm like, yo, you gotta look at that. That's a long shot. That's a long shot. If I had some good money, I definitely would put it on Nahir Albright. Just to win as a long shot going the distance. I would definitely bet on him for real. Because he do got some crack. That's the main thing. He has some crack to him. He can crack you. He can
Shit,
crack.
he hit Keyshawn with some shots in that fight, in that last fight, man. It made me want to go back and watch that. I ain't really go back and watch that first fight, man. I might go fuck around and try to go back and watch it before this Alan Hrgovic shit get going all the way.
Yeah, because that's a possibility. Yo, I'm like, hey, it's a possibility he can do this for real. Not everybody can do this. I'm looking at him and I'm looking at him in that weigh-in, at the weigh-in, and I'm looking at him in the press conference. He said things have went full circle. Keyshawn acting like I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight him. I'm like, whoa, yeah, I was like, yo, you wanted to fight him after he beat your brother? You feel me? He
For
up
real.
there, man. I'm like, yo, he outside the guy's dressing room pushing his kid baby carriage, trying to fight a nigga. What the hell is wrong with you? You wanted to fight him then. So when they went on and signed for you to rematch him, you don't want to fight. You really don't want to fight him. I'm like, come on, that's some weird shit to say. He's supposed to be on that. I gotta do what I gotta do. Hey, we gotta fight again, we're gonna fight again. Word. And I'm gonna make sure that I beat you. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be speaking confidently. He's like, I don't know. I don't know what Keyshawn head is. Tell the truth. Just like Free was saying, with him and his mental issues, you know what I mean, or so-called mental issues, you can't be like that as a boxer. You can't be flip-floppy. You know what I mean? You gotta go ahead. You gotta make a decision what you gonna do. You know what I mean? Nahir right definitely is a threat to this man's O. You know what I mean? He already lost before. So if he lose and can come back and he can go ahead and improve, that's somebody you gotta be ready for. Because any guy like you and I both know, if you believe you can do something and you confident in it, you can go ahead and achieve that. So he gotta, man. Hey, it's gonna be a good fight tonight. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good fight. Definitely, it should be a good fight tonight. You know what I mean? On either side. You know. But who else is on that card? Who's on the prelims? I know they got some young scrappers on the prelims.
Oh, I don't know if they really doing the big prelims necessarily. I think they're just doing the main card. Let me see if they doing. I don't know if they doing the prelims for the night, though. Let me see. I think all of those guys is all on just one card in particular. Oh yeah, so it's only 2 fights on the prelims. Keon Davis is on the prelims at 5:30, and then they go into the main card after that.
What time do the fight? What time is the fight start? The fight starting
At
around
8.
the main
They saying
event
at
should be
8.
like around 8 o'clock. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something else. I watched the interview on I think it was Fight Hype when it was asking Penny Pitch and Bob. I call him Penny Pitch and Bob. Uncle Bob. Bob about he man I think Bob Burnham is on his way out the door because he said they asked him about Scooter and he was like who's
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I showed it earlier today when I was that was one of the first interviews I reacted to earlier with Bob Burnham earlier where they asked him about Scooter Davis and he didn't know who Scooter Davis was. He didn't remember him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else. I ain't gonna. I was playing around with him getting on him a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like, what I'm saying, if he's not tapped in, they know Carl Moretti and the guys do need to tap him in for, what I'm saying, for sure. I understand he old, what I'm saying? We understand he old and everything, but at the same time, like he should know who Scooter is, especially if how Carl Moretti was talking about him. Carl Moretti was talking about him like, they looking at Scooter as, a future star for Top Rank. So
Yeah. And now that's why I was like, what? What do you mean you don't know who Scooter Davis is? I was like, so you're not actually watching your new talent as they come up to see who's is who and what's what and who. I'm like, what's going on with Bob? You know what I mean? So I'm like, that kind of shocked me. That kind of threw me for a second. It's like, how you don't know who Scooter Davis is? I was like, what? I was like, okay, if you don't know now, you will know, because they was talking back and forth about the card coming up on TNT. You know what I mean? As part of that deal that the Zone have to show boxing, broadcast boxing on TNT. You know,
mm-hmm.
so yeah. So I was like, that was kind of disturbing to me a little bit. That whole Bob interview. That was
Wow.
plus I had a chance to look at did you check out Coach Kenny's interview on Mill City?
No, he was live. Well, it was crazy because he was live with Mill City yesterday earlier in the morning And I was
Yeah.
I tapped in and said what's up to Mill and whatever, and just kind of dropped off because I was getting ready because I had a show. I went and did me a show in the morning yesterday, so I didn't get to catch it. But I did see that he definitely was saying that he was having Coach Kenny up, and he was interviewing him. You know what I mean, which they do their thing like once, twice a week type shit now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Kenny's like, he's thinking like I kind of agree with what Kenny was saying. I was like, at first I'm looking at all of these posters of Lomachenko and Tank. I'm like, I don't believe that fight's gonna happen. I believe Lomachenko, no. That's the reason why he pulled out on negotiations. I think he had a chance to look at Tank, watch some of Tank fights, and I think he came up with the mindset that no, I'm not gonna fight this guy. Because this guy's gonna put me out and I don't wanna go out for my legacy. If anything,
I would definitely say what's it called? Lomachenko is definitely not next. It's not next to Tank. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I think it's still a part of the pit bull situation. Lamont, we talked about Lamont earlier. Lamont and Williams and Payton, they got their date locked in for August 1st, fighting at the Mandalay Bay out there in Vegas. So, you know what I'm saying? I think everything is leading to Pitbull more than anything. I don't see. I think Loma is going to try to get him a tune. He should get a tune up with him coming back. You know what I mean, I don't think he should come in and just fight a big fight right out the gate, coming out 2 years removed. You know what I mean? Because talking with listening to Top Rank, Carl Moretti, and Bob Broom, they said that 2-year layoff they think is going to play a fact with him, and they don't think he's going to be able to get jiggy with a lot of those newer guys at 135 for real. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he's not trying to squabble none of them. I believe if anything, he's gonna end up if he do take a tune up, it's gonna be a small. I don't know. Tell the truth. I think Lomachenko's in a position where he's trying to cash out and make sure that he get the lion's share of the money. That's the reason why he went on and he stepped out of the negotiations, especially when he saw what Top Rank would get from it, as opposed to what he would get.
I got something funny to talk about right here. So yesterday I seen something too. I think I probably seen it from my brother Just Do. You know what I'm saying? Just Do. I guess they did an AI on chat GBT with who would Lomachenko fight, and they said Shakur. Like they was pushing out saying that Shakur was the name that popped up on chat GBT for Shakur. And then of course, now you seeing some of the Shakur fans, they pushing for the Loma fight now. You know what I mean? Where, you Poe Pounder, he mentioned Shakur popping it off at, Loma now, which let me go see that.
All right. That's what I think. That's who I think he's going to end up fighting. I think he's going to end up fighting Loma.
Trying to see what he talking about. Okay.
Because he don't want that Tank smoke. Because Tank going to put him to sleep. He's not going to play with his food. He's going to put him to sleep. Then it's like they're going to look at Tank like they're not going to give him credit for beating Loma. But see, they still trying to build Shakur. You know what I mean? Because they know they got to admit that the resume ain't shit. You know what I mean? And they like, we need a bigger name. So they're going to try to get Loma for him. And all they're going to do is pity pat and jab the whole fight. Pretty much. You're going to be pity pat, jab, jab, pity pat. I'm like, damn, you might as well go ahead and go patty cake. Go ahead and do patty cake with him, Shakur. For real.
Man. I don't know, man. I don't know about Shakur and Loma, man. We'll see. We Shall see. I don't know. I don't know. Salute to Uncle Cass in the building, man. Salute Uncle Cass, man, for sure. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I see Cash
Yeah.
Crypto out here. What's up, Cash Crypto?
Cash, my dog. That's my dog.
Yeah.
We're gonna be watching on fights. I
True that.
know one probably gonna definitely have the fights for Hrgovic on probably, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably tapped in with bro, watching the fights with him on the early side, you know what I'm saying, with D1. I know he probably listening to something, chilling, you know what I mean, busy doing something. And
Yeah.
then
No D1 going.
fights tonight, even though I gotta go to tonight, I gotta it's my it's my wife's sister birthday, so they doing
Oh.
they doing like a little bowling get together tonight. So I thought we gonna fuck with that and shit. You know what I mean? So fuck with the
Oh, all
bowling a little
right.
bit, and then come back, be able to watch these fights. I mean, I'll probably be watching some of them while I'm there. You know what I'm saying? The main event probably ain't gonna come on till fucking 11 or some shit damn near. I mean, depending if motherfuckers getting stopped out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we gonna see.
I think it'd probably be like around going on 10 o'clock, 10:30, something like that. You know, it starts at 8. And how many fights? About 5 fights. 2 early prelims and and 3 fights. So it probably, what is it? Probably how many on the card? 5 fighters? 5 fights?
Shit, the main card is only like 4 fights. Only four
Four
fights on the
fights?
main card.
Damn, man, they really
Mm-hmm.
don't give a damn about this card. It seems like Top Rank is trying to, trying to. I don't know what
I'm
Top
glad
Rank
they ain't
doing
had
with
no
this
million
card.
fights. I'm glad they
Oh,
ain't had no 10 fights on the damn card. Shit. Hell no.
they
You ain't
could at
telling
least
me
have.
about
They could at least. They could at least did 6 fights like PBC do. PBC might have 3, maybe 2 prelims, and then they always gonna have 3 main fight, 3 cards on the 3 fights on the main card, maybe 4 fights on the main card. You know what I mean? I'm like, they could have these did that though. I'm like, damn, it seemed like this whole promotion for this fight was like dog shit,
they
man.
gotta make their money off this shit, man. They trying to make their money, man. Trying to make their
I
money,
wonder
man.
how much they getting this Coliseum for, man. What was that budget that the zone gave them for fights? What it was like a mil? Oh,
They ain't really,
a couple mil?
they ain't really stressed out for real, which what it was for real. They were saying that number wasn't correct 100%. So I don't want to quote them 100% as far as that number they got, but I just know with Top Rank, the way they do this is like the way as far as like how they got this fight in particular, like as far as the card, like I mean, it ain't nothing surprising. Now that shit on July 4th is totally different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like that July 4th shit, that shit fire. Like they got some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even with the Mason,
yeah.
couple of the Mason brothers fighting on the card too. You know what I mean? So like they get to showcase themselves and shit, you know what I'm saying, on the cards. Like, and right now, I was looking at the tickets last night for July 4th. Them bitches going fast as fuck right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
That's
definitely
what I'm
going.
talking
I got
about.
you, JJ. Yeah,
Now
them
they're
bitches
gonna.
going fast as hell right now, bro. I'm up there like, damn, I gotta hurry up and go and grab my ticket in this next week, man, for the show.
You better,
Cause
yeah.
me and wifey going up there, you know what I'm saying, for the show. I'm looking at, and I gotta fill out my credentials too. My brother TD sent me these credentials, so I'm trying to get these credentials so I can be up there that Thursday to Saturday type shit, to
Oh, all
Sunday
right.
type shit. I'm trying to be up there for them 3
Yeah,
days.
so you be able to get into the
Yeah,
weigh-ins,
with the final fight
pre-fight
with the
press
final press
conference.
conference, the weigh in and shit.
Yeah, you need your
Yeah,
press credentials. They gotta give you
yeah,
your press
that's what
credentials,
that's
man.
what. Yeah, I'm filling out that paperwork for Top Rank for that shit. So hopefully they have set that shit so we can be tapped in for sure. You know what I'm saying?
That's
For
what I'm
sure.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Get yourself on the road so when these fights pop up, you could go up in there and get that press credentials, especially with Top Rank. You know what I mean? You be able to get in there. You know, maybe you get you a question or two over to the boxers or whatever when they doing the pre-fight press conference. Now, see, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Build your brand up. You know what I mean? I applaud that for real.
Absolutely, bro. That's the thing. Like, I want to be able to be on the road on some of these shits, for some of these fights and stuff, and covering some of these fights and everything. You know what I mean? Like if I cover the sport the way that I cover it, I want to be all the way in. You know what I mean? If we
Yeah,
get
true
there, like,
that.
you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't see the difference. Pope Pounder, shit. I'm in Cincinnati, so shit. We only about 4 hours out, like 4.5 at the most. You know what I mean? So we only like 4 hours out from Cleveland, which that trip ain't shit. Like we go to
True
Cleveland
that.
often for real, cause you know what I'm saying. I used to run a battle rap league out here in Cincinnati, and we used to go out there like for events, cause my boys got a battle rap league out there in Cleveland and shit. You know what I mean? Where we used to travel back and forth. Going to Cleveland, Columbus, all around, the cities out here and out in Ohio battle, for battles and shit. So I said Cleveland ain't that drive ain't shit. We was driving Cleveland back and forth same night and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, that
Yeah.
drive ain't shit for
Yeah, man.
it
There
do
you
be some
go.
shit though driving though there's some times, but I'm definitely gonna be in that bitch. Like you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna try to be in Cleveland for a couple of days for sure. Like I'm trying to be there
Yeah,
for a
for
couple of
real.
days. So I think it's a lot of us coming, like going up there, you know what I'm saying, going to the fights. Like I know Cornelius Burnett, Burnett, B King going, D1 going, shit, I know Pope Pounder was talking about going and shit, you know what I mean? Fucking
All right.
TD Sports Talk. I know Curtis Robinson talking about going. Um, who else? Who else? Mr. Arthur Realistic. I know J Man. He was talking about going. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us from Ohio, like, you know what I'm saying? I know my brother Ohio runs boxing. He gonna be there. You know what I mean? Like BVO.
All
I'm pretty sure
right.
if BVO, he in Cleveland, so he don't got no fucking choice. He gotta be there. He don't have a choice.
He
Like, he in
already
Cleveland.
at home.
He don't have a
He
choice.
already at home.
Like he's right there, so he don't have a choice. He has to be there. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Oh man.
so there's a lot of people pulling up, man. So we all be able to link up. You know what I mean? Be able to meet up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Drink, kick it, and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Shit, man.
saying? Have some fun and shit for the fights and stuff. You know what I mean? Meet up and kick it. You know what I'm saying? In person for once. You know what I mean? You feel me? So hopefully that'd be dope.
Yeah, I gotta get into my rehab program. 150. It's been like slow running, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting up, getting out, getting around. You know what I mean? Building my stamina back up. You know what I mean? To get strong again. You know, a sickness
Yeah,
took
JJ.
my house.
What's it called? The D1. Yeah, he definitely he doing a live stream for the fights. He definitely gonna be calling the fights tonight. Yeah, so you already know there's a lot of people gonna be calling fights. I'm pretty sure Two
Oh
Cents
yeah.
she'll probably be doing a fight party. I'm pretty sure. I already know KQ, KC. My
Oh yeah,
dog,
he
my
call
the
a fight. Yeah,
yeah,
he always calling the
He
fights.
always
Yeah.
called a fight. So I know he definitely gonna be calling the fights tonight for sure too. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't personally get into calling the fights live for real myself. I just be chilling for real, like kind of just, letting everybody else do their thing for real. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a interesting fight that I wanted to just call myself in particular, but I kind of let everybody else do their thing for us, calling the fights for real and just, support everybody on the nights. They do their thing. AR, what's good, man?
True
Salute
that.
to you,
You
man.
know,
For sure, man. For sure. Salute, bro.
true that.
Yeah,
Peace
I
and
know
beans.
definitely. I know I'll definitely be watching the fights after I come back in. I'll definitely be tapped in with D1 and watching them over there with him and shit for sure. Because we always D1, we always be watching the fights behind the scenes and shit. D1 got the link where we watching the fights tapped in. You know what I mean? Chopping it up about the fights and shit. You know what I mean? Like, having fun, chilling, smoking and shit, talking shit. You know what I mean? So,
Yes, sir. That's what
yeah,
I'm already set on what I'm gonna do tonight. You know what I mean? you know, uh, go ahead,
yeah,
sit
that's a
back.
fact.
I'm gonna go ahead, sit, go downstairs up in my living room. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the fights and go ahead and check it out that way. You know, you said a heavyweight fight happening today. You
Yeah,
said
most
the
definitely.
heavyweight fight today.
They got what's it called? They got the prelims on right now. I got the prelims on my TV and shit, watching the prelims a little bit. They got the little UK cats, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Trying to scrap and shit a little bit, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing crazy. Like ain't nothing crazy. But I
Yeah,
wanted to I
man.
think about let me check the ring time, the ring walk for Allen and Hrgovic, what they expect.
That should be
I'm
around
probably
3,
thinking it's
4
probably on some
o'clock.
5 o'clock type shit, probably.
Yeah,
'Cause they in the prelims
yeah.
right now.
Man, it's hard. I'm having problems adjusting. I miss a lot of fights that's going on overseas, man. Cause I'm like, yo, I don't be in that mood until like a little later on in the afternoon. Then I'll be like, okay, I'm woke, I'm ready. I got everything I need. Okay, now I could go ahead and watch some late afternoon fights. You know what I mean? But come on, man. 12, starting around 12 o'clock. Man, I'm still wiping coal out my eyes, especially on a Saturday. Come on, man. Come on, London.
Hey
Y'all
man,
gotta do better than that.
for this fight though, B boy, they got what's it called? They got Hrgovic, they got the ring walk. I was thinking the same thing. They got the ring walk 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm thinking about 5:36 ish. You know what I'm saying? That should
Yeah.
probably be the time they popping out. You know what I mean? Around that time.
Yeah, that's when I'll be ready after I
Because that's like the
make my
main fight I'm
runs.
really in particular, looking to watch in particular. You know what I'm saying? I do like I'm watching the prelims right there, and I do watch. I like watching the prelims and watching undercards for fights. You know what I'm saying? Entirely myself too, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna watch every fucking prelims and this shit though. That's where I will say that though, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely be tapped in on the Dave Allen shit for sure. I'm waiting for that one. Yeah, I'm thinking about
Yeah.
5:36 o'clock on that shit. Ho.
Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna be ready for the fights tonight.
Queensberry, salute to
You know what I mean?
Queensberry, man. Queensberry with 2 back-to-back events, man, back-to-back weeks, man. They event last week was fire last week with that Dane DuBois shit. Niggas was getting their ass packed up in that bitch last week, man. So I fucked with it last week, man. It was definitely a lot of pain going on in last week, for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be well. This a good day for boxing because I'm definitely going to be up because get out and make my rounds. You know what I mean? Probably like when it's time to take my son to work, I might have to go ahead and make my runs then because the Preakness this weekend. You know what I mean? That's the thing that's going on here in Maryland.
Word.
The day is Preakness, man. Man, we get down for Preakness over this side, man. Crabs, everybody out getting their crabs. All you smell is charcoal in the air.
Yeah,
You smell that
yeah,
barbecue going. I used to be up and ready for all of this before, all this COVID shit attacked me. You know what I mean? But
yeah, most definitely.
shoot, man, I used to have man be outside, go ahead cook my crabs outside 'cause I can't do them in the house. You know what I mean? My wife allergic to it, but me and my sons, we go ahead, we get down on some crabs, some barbecue and whatnot. We be good. You know what I mean? By the time the race come on, we be hyped. You know, it's going to be weird that they're not going to be in Park Heights at Pimlico Racetrack because they tearing down the whole racetrack and they're going to build a brand new racetrack up in Pimlico. You know what I mean? But
Or this is what
man,
AR he said. AR asked me, he said, "What do you think of Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, and Ben Shalom?" I mean, shit. I mean, I think Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren they doing their thing, and for us, what they doing out there in the UK with their UK guys. Of course, Frank Warren definitely, holding down the heavyweights in particular out there. You know what I'm saying? For us, the heavyweight division. Um, Eddie Hearn, he's doing some good work. Got boots coming up with Xander June 27th. You know what I mean? So he definitely doing some work. You got guys like Bam Rodriguez and stuff. So definitely doing good work. You know what I mean? For sure. I ain't got no issues with them. Even though I don't like how they be protecting some of the UK fighters for some of the US fighters.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I
they
mean?
do.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Which is I kind of talked about that a little bit earlier with Connor Ben. I showed that clip with with that boy Boots, man. I'm gonna play this shit real quick. I'm about to play it.
Eddie, I told him like, yo, I said I'll fight Conor. He said absolutely not. I'm gonna just give you the short. I'm gonna just say that he said absolutely not. He said,
wow. Before he's mentioned you, he said, "Yeah, I would love to fight Boots."
I told Eddie to let me fight him.
What's Eddie's response? Like, what? No, be honest. When Conor was still with Eddie Boots, and you asked to fight him, what was Eddie's response? I mean, look, Eddie don't give a damn now because he ain't with him.
Yo,
Eddie said he'd never work with Conor. So
yeah, Eddie, I told him like, yo, I said I'll fight Conor. He said absolutely not. I'm gonna just give you the short. I'm gonna just say that he said absolutely not. He said,
wow.
But I was trying to get him though. But yeah. That's crazy that y'all said that.
What do you think of Conor as a fighter?
He good. I think he getting better.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
He
man.
protecting, man. That's crazy work, man. He protecting his boys, man. They boxers. It's like he trying to keep UK boxing over there, boxers over there, and American boxers over here, right? But he will introduce UK
I fuck with the
boxers.
UK. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with the UK. Don't get it twisted. I fuck with JJ. That's my dog. He for the UK. I fuck with the UK. You know what I'm saying? The UK, they be giving us some good scraps. They definitely got a real boxing culture around them. You know what I mean? For sure. But when it comes to, UK, US, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where I'm at with the states with it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's just,
Stop protecting those
I love
boys,
the UK,
man.
though. I love the UK, man. I love the UK. I would love to go to the UK. I would love to do like a live show in the UK, like, you know what I'm saying, in front of like UK fans and shit, cooking up on boxing and shit.
Definitely.
The
That's
UK fans. That'd be
expansion.
fire.
Yeah. That's expansion. You know what I mean? But I'm like, the thing I don't like is if he go ahead and he bring a UK to boxer over and he put him on the card, but why you not gonna let the UK fighter fight against the American fighter? You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just like the way he was protecting AJ from Deontay Wilder, man. You know? And you and I both know Boots supposed to have the IBF belt. You know what I mean? He got to go ahead, after Boots get these belts from Xander. He going to let him go for the IBF belt. That's what I want to see happen. I want to see Boots be able to get at least 3 of those belts. You know what I mean? He got a fighter who has one of the 154 belts, right? I believe it's the IBF belt.
Yeah. Yeah, bad shit. Now, man, shit with Boots on the line with June 27, he get to take on Xander, get that strap, get them 2 straps. Then Boots, he puts himself in position to call shots and and really push on for the division. For the division in particular, to where Fundora, Josh Kelly, they gotta see him. They gotta see him, man. And, I'm putting the pressure on those guys to make no shit happen with Boots eventually. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going to happen with Virgil. I know Boots said that he would spin the block if Virgil got his business right with Golden Boy, which is I think, hold on, I want to say, oh no, it's coming up in July. In July, they got the arbitration coming up in July for Golden Boy with Virgil and everything. Boots is Boots. The winner of that fight is in a great position. You know what I'm saying? I would say in particular. You know what I'm saying? Between Xander and Boots. You know what I mean? For sure.
But poor Virgil. To quote KO, whatever happened to Virgil?
Virgil looking crazy out here right now, man. I don't feel bad for Virgil. Like those type of situations, I don't feel bad for when you got greedy people behind you. I mean, I don't feel bad for those type of guys. You know what I'm saying? Like that be the case. There be people behind them that's greedy as hell.
Pricing itself out I mean, seriously pricing itself out of a fight.
That's what's in
That
that.
is that's some nasty work. It's like, yo, this man has never generated that type of money before. How you think somebody gonna pay him that? And that's all the Turkey Alla Freaky's fault, man. That's all this. That's him. Overpaying these boxers like that. Now look what happened. You know what I mean?
Man.
None of them want to fight. All of them want max money when they can't. When you know what I mean? They're not worth it. I'm like, come on, man. That's ridiculous. Then you got them where so nobody want to fight nobody unless they getting paid 5, 10, 15 mil. It's like, these motherfuckers crazy. They know damn well they ain't worth that. They know they not worth that money. Like, come on. It's ridiculous.
Man.
Now we got jam packed bad enough. Oh man, these sanctioning bodies allowing these boxers to win a belt and immediately go to a unification. If not go to a unification, go to a whole nother weight class and win a belt. Just remember I sent you, hey, we talked about that. I sent you that video the other day, right?
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. On Shakur saying that he's going to win a 140 belt, then drop it. He haven't dropped that belt yet.
Yeah, I just seen the clip with Keyshawn after the press conference the other day. They asked about Shakur the other day, and he, when did his, per usual, talking about they ain't fighting, woo woo woo, and all of that shit. You feel me? So, like, I mean, he know he is the number one contender. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say he gonna have to make his move. He can't make 140 like that for real. He got to make his ass go up to 147, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just gonna be the move.
You saying you want to go up there to fight Haney? You know what I mean? You supposed to went on and went to 147. Why the fuck you still fighting at 140?
Yeah, that's why I said I thought the fight with him and Nahir should have been at 147 for real, for real. They should have just made it there. Nahir missed weight against Frank. And then, of course, we already know how, Keyshawn, how he is. Like I said, move your ass to 147, keep it pushing.
Yeah, and the sanctioning body need to get on Devin Haney. He need to shit to get off the pot. He's sitting up there with the 147 belt sitting in limbo. He's supposed to fight Rolly. No, hold up. He said he was going to give Keyshawn a shot. Him and Bill shook on it if he handled his business. He went in the ring, handled his business, came out the ring. Bill should be like, okay, you got a shot. Let's get a fight going on between you and Devin. No. We're going to try to fight Rolly. You want to fight Rolly. But, yo, you got Ryan Garcia sitting over there with a belt, and you got to get your get back in blood. So why in the world?
Scared, man. Shit, Ryan said he got a big announcement coming up Monday, man, on Jimmy Fallon, man. So we're gonna be tuned in with Ryan. Ryan got a big announcement Monday night, man, on Jimmy Fallon, man.
Oh, I gotta see what's up, see what's going to go on. What he got to announce? He got to have a fight. He's fighting somebody.
It better be a fight. It better be a fight. That's all I know.
It better be a fight with motherfucking Devin Haney. I want to see that. That would be I'm like, here you got a money fight in front of you, and you trying to avoid it and trying to deflect with boots talk and all this other bullshit. Man, Bill Haney, man, motherfucking Bill is a clown, man. He's a clown. These cats are clowns, yo. I can't wait for them to be out of boxing and to get back to boxers fighting. You know what I mean? Boxers getting in there, performing, doing what they need to do. You know what I mean? And it's just ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous. I look at it, I'm like, yo, what are you guys doing, yo? You have essentially ducked three, maybe four fighters in 1 year. That's ridiculous. He's supposed to be in that ring with Ryan Garcia getting your get back. For real. That's where he's supposed to be fighting. Ryan Garcia for that get back. But he
The
not.
boys
He
scared,
want
man. They scared of Ryan Garcia, man.
yeah, they know Ryan Garcia is their kryptonite. And then he developed his right hand. And that's crazy. You sit back and let this guy who y'all said wasn't shit, who got a following, who's a draw, who was undefeated, but he still is an amateur boxer and was good. Said that he was just one handed, a left hook. And after he beat your ass with that left hook,
Frontline crazy. he said we haven't seen the best of Bill. Wait till Sean Haney, man. I don't even
oh
think Sean
man,
Haney ain't going. Just me being honest, man. I've been on record saying this. I don't think Sean Haney ain't gonna be shit, bro, in boxing.
no, he ain't.
They
He
kept
ain't.
that boy in tennis, man. Bill gonna get that boy hurt. He gonna get that boy hurt because he ain't that fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
If he
Sean
wanted
Haney
to be
ain't.
good,
I
he
mean, I
wanted.
see him trying to, work on some things. I see him trying to improve a little bit, but I don't see no high ceiling on him. He gonna get that boy hurt. He gonna get him killed.
Yeah, he gonna get that work. He ain't gonna like that work he gonna get. You know what
He
I
gonna get
mean?
that
That
boy
boy,
killed in that ring.
yeah,
Having that
he
boy
should
out
end
there
up.
trying to, be the next Devin Haney and shit. Like, nah, bro. You gonna
If
get
he
that man
wanted that
killed.
boy, he wanted that boy in boxing. His ass should have been in boxing from the get go. You know what I mean? He should have been in boxing from the get go. Then he may have may have had a chance, but he got too much of a learning curve. He got a long way to go. He got a long way to go. Seriously, a long way to go.
Hey, it's kind of
And
crazy.
that's
I just looked at my boy, my boy. Salute to my brother Kennable Harry, man, from PBC, man. I'm looking at his story on Instagram where he posted posted this video, the Tank Davis effect. Then he posted another video with from PBC with Tank talking about his most viral moments in boxing and stuff right there. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting, by the way. I'm just gonna say a little interesting, by the way, that my brother is posting stuff like that about Tank.
you know he
Little
coming back,
interesting.
man. Tank will be back. He be back soon with no problem to it. He will be back soon. And when he come back, everybody gonna be happy. This shit's gonna be electric. Electric. That's what's missing. And that's the number one thing. None of these guys, all these Tank haters, the number one thing they hate is when Tank come back and he put on a fight, he put on a show. It's a show, and it's something that people constantly will always remember. All his fights are electric, man. The whole build up for the fight the week be electric. You know? I'm like, man, come on. Nobody in boxing is doing that right now. Nobody in boxing could generate that type of electricity and fanfare for a fight. That's the reason why Shatterjaw chose them to fight in that fight because he know that electricity and that mob that he's gonna bring. But you know what's funny? Since the flop of that AJ fight when he got his jaw broke, none of MVP promotions events are generating like that except for women's boxing. And even then on the last Alicia Baumgart, now I will admit they had to be in the auditorium, but they had a crowd in there. You know what I mean? Madison Square Garden in a small room. They still had it packed, right? For this MMA matchup he got coming up with Ronda Rousey, Ngannou, Gina Carrata, and some other MMA fighters, they having problems selling the tickets. You know, I think that's coming up. That's coming up this weekend or next week. I think it's coming up this weekend. That's another fight that's coming up. You know, but I think they having problems selling tickets for that fight. You know, for that event. So it's some
Yep, I
strange
say
things.
Ford and Foster a couple weeks from now.
Yeah, it's some
I know a lot of
strange
people from
happenings
Texas
going
going
on.
to that. I think I'm gonna try to check it out though. The undercard wasn't that great for real for Ford and Foster in particular, but I know I've seen a lot of people from on the YouTube space saying they was fucking with it, fucking with the guys. Let me see what they said tickets sell. I'm looking at StubHub on it now. Yeah, they got some work to do. They got they got
They
some
got a
work to do.
lot.
And
Yeah,
they
they
got to
got a
work.
lot
Yeah,
of work to
Foster
do.
and Ford got some work to do. They got a lot of tickets out there for Foster and Ford.
And then
Definitely a lot
here's
of
the
tickets out there.
situation: Dana White
Tickets
paid these fighters so
ain't that
bad.
really expensive either.
Yeah, they paid these fighters so bad, so poorly, that they got to get on with somebody else in order to make some money to keep. You know what I mean? So some of them is up there in years for as like what they can do in the ring, in the octagon or ring or whatever they're going to be inside of, and they got to go out here and fight in order to still fight in order to feed their family. That's sad, man. That's some sad shit. That's the reason why Tyron Woodley ended up in the boxing ring, you know, fighting because Dana White did him dirty. And I don't understand how come these cats don't see it. He's still giving Zuffa, going to give Zuffa the benefit of the doubt after seeing how they messed over their fighters. Man, it's crazy. That's some crazy work, Cam. Crazy work.
Man, nasty work, bro.
You
Nasty work.
know?
Shit. Let me go and close this bitch out, man, so I can go and get ready for this shit today and shit, man. Man, happy
Yeah.
birthday, B More, man.
Oh,
Enjoy
thank
your
you so
day, bro.
much, brother.
Man, enjoy
Thank
your
you so
day, man.
much.
Much love, man. More
Give
life, more
thanks and
blessings to my
praises.
dog, man. Be more, man, for sure, man.
Yes, sir. Give thanks and praises, man. Let me get up and go make these runs and go get my drink and smoke.
Yeah, yeah. Go get yourself together, man. Get your party pack
Yes,
together, man.
sir.
Get your party pack together for the day, man. For sure,
All right,
man. Enjoy
Cam.
yourself, bro. Much
Thanks,
love, bro.
Bubby. All right. I might catch you tonight. I might go
Yeah, for
ahead and
sure, man.
chime
For
in
sure.
with y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Come
right.
and tap in with us over there with D1 tonight, man, with the fights for sure. You know what I'm saying?
All
Tap in
right.
with us for sure. I'll send you the link.
All right. Tree that. All right. Peace and
All right,
blessings,
bet. For
y'all.
sure, for sure.
One love.
You already know. Said rubs hands like Birdman. Yeah, man. What's good with my peoples, man? Fire show today, man. Great conversation with my boy B Moore, man. D Free and hating ass Sheldon Moore, man, for sure, man. Salute to y'all, man, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy these fights, man. The prelims is on right now for Allen and Hrgovic, man, for sure. And yeah, sis, I'm getting off, sis. Yeah, I'm about to get ready and handle some little business, man, and then get this day so I can get ready to come back and watch Hrgovic and Allen and be ready for the night, man, for tonight for sure, man. So definitely fire show. I'm gonna say this. We got I'm trying to figure out what time. Matter of fact, too, since I'm really going off of your time. Sis, what time you going live with your recap show tomorrow? Depending on what time sis go live, we'll go and do our recap show tomorrow, unless we do the recap show Monday. But I'm looking to probably try to squeeze and do the recap show tomorrow, though. So depending on what time I sis live tomorrow, we'll try to squeeze in and do the recap show for the fights tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because I really don't want to recap the shows Monday. So you said 3? Okay, 3. All right. So I'll push for like 6:30, 7 o'clock type shit. So we'll try to push for the recap show for tomorrow about 6:30, 7 o'clock type shit tomorrow. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Do it on some prime time shit for Sunday. You know what I mean? For sure. And I do want to let y'all know, yeah, facts, sis. In fact, Sundays be kind of dry for real. You know what I'm saying? And I hate going live on Sundays like around that time of 6 because my my cousin Bean from Ring Boxing Podcast, he be live at 6, and I be wanting to tap in to listen to bro for sure. You know what I mean? So we'll push for like 7. We're gonna push for like 7 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, Sunday for Sunday night for us to recap show Sunday. And I do want to announce this though. On Tuesdays, we taking over the Tuesday night primetime slot. That's 7 o'clock time slot. So about 7 o'clock every Tuesday, we're gonna be live every Tuesday, 7 o'clock every Tuesday. You know what I mean? You know, usually on Wednesdays, we live every Wednesday, like at 6 p.m. Eastern time, but we kind of like trying to figure out how we're gonna move around with that in particular. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes if I'm able to go live on Wednesday in the morning, I go live in the morning instead of, you know, going on no says we. But Tuesday, like that prime time slot between like 7 o'clock, we taking over that to a little time frame. You know, that follow up, my sis, 2 cents, she got 2 cents after dark, you know what I'm saying, on Tuesday. So I think that's fire for us to do, you know what I'm saying, for me to come in, fuck around on the nighttime on Tuesday, and then, you know, boom, motherfucking 2 cents after dark, right after, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying, you know, me and sis, we family, so, you know, we gonna fuck them Tuesdays up. She already been fucking the Tuesday nights up, you know what I'm saying? She got the best after dark show in boxing, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that be trying to do after dark shows, but it ain't been a lot of people doing good ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sis, she, like, it'd be fucking 50, 60, 70 people watching sis, you know what I'm saying, on a late night side, like 1, 2 in the morning, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Sis, you know what I'm saying? No, it ain't no after dark show like sis for sure, you know what I'm saying? She be cooking up for real, you know what I'm saying? The shit be lit. Conversations turn into boxing, into politics, or turn into, you know, a whole bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop, whole bunch of shit. So sis definitely be, you know what I'm saying, she got one of the best after dark shows out there for real on YouTube for sure, man. So definitely, man, salute to sis. We definitely gonna be back at it tomorrow though, about like 7 o'clock tomorrow, Sunday, for sure. And then, you know, we definitely be back Monday in the morning, with a big show Monday. Next week we got Alexander Usyk next week. Let me see what else next week they got. You know, then Foster and Ford following up on the 30th. Let me see if there's anything else next week besides that. Samaki's fighting. Oh, wow, okay. Sonny Edwards fighting next Friday. Oh no, that's May 29th. That's the following week. So yeah, Usyk and Rico is the main fight for next week. You know what I'm saying? We'll be showcasing and talking about a lot next week, I'm pretty sure. So definitely, y'all, man, enjoy y'all Saturday, man. Enjoy these fights today, man, for sure, man. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time, for the recap show for the fights, man. I know we're gonna have a lot to talk about. I know I see y'all out there on the YouTube streets. I know sis, 2 cents, you doing a fight. Sis, let us know what time you doing your fight party tonight. I know sis doing a fight party tonight. 2 cents doing a fight party tonight. We know KQKC, he calling the fights on his channel for Keyshawn tonight for sure. I know my brother D1, Angry White Man Boxing Podcast, they'll be live calling the fights as well tonight. So definitely, man, you know what I'm saying? Tap in with the family, calling the fights tonight, man, for sure. I think Jag Queen Boxing, hold on, let me see. I want to say sis will be live today. Sis will be live. If Jag Queen Boxing is live, I expect it. I ain't talked to her this morning yet, but I expect if she is live, it'll probably be like 5:30, 6 o'clock today type shit. You know what I mean? So pay attention to Jag Queen Boxing. She should be live today, I believe. And salute to y'all, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. Love y'all, man. Fire show. And we'll definitely be back at it tomorrow. Yiddy.
All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the D sacred. You bust in, you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby.
Man, Shacker, why you telling people we gonna fight? Chill, you know I ain't trying to fight you, brother. I fooled the media to avoid Rolly, Ryan Croker, and now you want to call me out. How could you do this? Truthfully, since Tank has been out the game, nobody cares about me. I just wanted some attention. We left 135 because it was too hot. We were already ready to go to 40, and now you want to do the same thing at 47? This is Debo division, y'all dig? Take a chill pill, Bill. I don't want to fight anybody. If it was up to me, I would just make everyone my boxing brother to protect my O. I already called out everyone in my division, Rolly, Ryan, and Croker, but I just do that to stay relevant. I don't really want to fight them. That's why I was scared when I saw the media talk about us fighting. Guys, we don't have to do this. All I ever wanted was my son to be like Tank. I taught Dev to fool the media. Please don't fight my son. Let's team up against Tank Davis instead. Dev, please sign it. We can keep pretending we'll fight, but I want you to be my boxing brother. Do it, Dev. I don't want to see you fight Ryan or Raleigh. You'll get knocked the fuck out again. I couldn't sleep on 420. Haunts me. I can't imagine what that fuck Tank would do to you.